What up, what up, what up, chat? It's your boy PowerXL, and yes, we are back. Let's get it. Seeing some news here. Asmongold. Looks like some shit's going on in Kentucky. And we got something from Trump. This is more important.
When I got off the plane, immigration, Europe has a tremendous problem, and we do too, but we've sealed our borders. We have nobody coming in, and we have hundreds of thousands of people being taken out, and the bad ones first, and I think we're doing a very good job of that. But we had, I mean, it literally registered 0 people last month. You probably saw that, nobody. And Europe has a very similar problem. I think they're going to end up in the same place. You might as well go there quicker. And the other thing I say to Europe...
We have the President of the United States advocating for acceleration live on... Bro.
We will not allow a windmill to be built in the United States. They're killing us.
They're killing us. They are pretty inefficient. That's a big W.
Us.
They're killing us.
Oh my God.
Too expensive.
The beauty of our scenery, our
say the birds. Say it.
Valleys, our beautiful plains, and I'm not talking about airplanes. I'm talking about beautiful plains, beautiful areas in the United States. And you look up, and you see windmills all over the place. It's a horrible thing. It's the most expensive form of energy. It's no good. They're made in China, almost all of them.
Wow.
When they start to rust and rot in 8 years, you can't really turn them off. You can't bury them. They won't let you bury the propellers, you know, the props, because there's a certain type of fiber that doesn't go well with the land.
Yeah.
That's what they say. The environmentalists say you can't bury them.
That's what they say.
Because the fiber doesn't go well with the land. In other words, if you bury it, it will harm our soil. The whole thing is a con job. It's very expensive.
He hates windmills. I
Well,
think that
that's
he
a
hates
good fucking point.
More than basically anything. Really, like, he fucking hates them. Why though? I don't know.
You just said why. What are you talking about?
Germany
Why?
tried it, and wind doesn't work. You need subsidy for wind, and energy should not need subsidy. With energy, you make money. You don't lose money. But more important than that is it ruins the landscape. It kills the birds. They're noisy.
It's too expensive to maintain. Kills the birds.
You know, you have a certain place in the Massachusetts area that over the last 20 years had 1 or 2 whales wash ashore, and over the last short period of time, they had 18. Okay? Because it's driving them loco. It's driving the Massachusetts area that over the last 20 years had 1 or 2 whales wash ashore.
2 whales?
And over the last short period of time,
the whales got...
They had 18.
18?
Okay? Because it's driving them loco. It's driving them crazy. Now,
The whales don't like the windmills either.
They're killing the whales. The vibrations. You know what's so crazy is that I wonder if he's right.
He might be cooking.
like with the bird thing, it's like it seems like it's bullshit, right? But it's just insane.
Windmills will not come. It's not going to happen in the United States, and it's very expensive. And I would love to see. I mean, today I'm playing the best course I think in the world, Turnberry. Even though I own
Turnberry.
This is a golf course, right?
It's probably the best course in the world, right?
It's a golf course?
I look over the horizon and I see 9 windmills. It's like great.
Okay.
Oh, here it is.
At the end of the 18th, I said, isn't that a shame? What a shame. You have the same thing all over.
He
all
fucking
over Europe in
hates
particular.
them.
You have windmills all over the place. Some of the countries prohibit it, but
he hates windmills. Like,
people ought to know that these windmills are very destructive. environmentally unsound, just the exact opposite.
Bro.
Because the environmentalists, they're not really environmentalists, they're political.
What do you guys think he hates more, windmills or illegal immigration? Because right now, I don't know. I think it might be windmills.
Acts. These are people that they almost want to harm the country. But you look at these beautiful landscapes all over the the world. Many countries have gotten smart. They will not allow it. They will not. It's the worst form of energy, the most expensive form of energy. But
wow,
windmills should not be allowed. Okay.
Okay. Well, there it is, guys.
Yeah,
And,
there you have it.
And you're known as a tough negotiator and deal maker. What is in front? And fair. And what is in front of us?
That's less important.
If we are successful,
He's such a fucking asshole, bro. Oh my God.
I think it would be the biggest deal each of us has ever struck. So I'm very much looking forward.
Ever struck by anybody? That's
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
That's true. Right now we have that honor
Dang.
goes to Japan. We just struck a deal with Japan, as you know. And we're very close to a deal with China. We really sort of made a deal with China.
China.
See how that goes. And we have numerous other deals. And mostly I'm just going to charge tariffs. And, there's not a deal per se, but people are going to pay tariffs. And we're doing them at the low end, not the high end, because we don't want to hurt anybody. And pretty well, but...
And
Man. Oh my fucking God. So not only, and this is what's really funny about this, is that it seems like there's some sort of, let me see if I can find this EU trade deal. Look at this. Here we go. We've reached a deal.
is going to agree to purchase from the United States. European Union is going to agree to purchase from the United States $750 billion worth of energy.
Man.
$750 billion worth of energy.
They're giving us
They're
money.
going to agree to invest into the United States $600 billion more than they're investing already. So they're investing
What's that black thing on his
a
head?
large amount of money.
What's that?
You know what that amount of money is. It's very substantial, but they're going to invest an additional $600 billion.
Yeah.
They're agreeing
Come
to
over.
open up their countries to trade
Man.
at zero tariff.
Damn.
So that's a very big
Zero
factor.
tariff.
Opening up their countries, all of the countries will be opened up to trade with the United States at zero tariff.
What?
And they're agreeing to purchase a vast amount of military equipment. We don't know what that number is, but it's the good news is we make the best military equipment in the world, so sort of
Nice.
you have to do that. I mean, until somebody tops us, which is not going to happen. We're way ahead in terms of the quality of the military equipment. You saw that recently in Iran, and you see that, unfortunately, you see that often for all the wrong reasons, right? So those
It's a lot of
things
money.
are 750 billion, 600 billion, opening up the country. We are agreeing that the tariff straight across for automobiles and everything else will be a straight across tariff of 15%. So we have a tariff of 15%.
So
We
they're tariffing European stuff, but Europe isn't tariffing us?
have the opening up of all of the European
yeah.
countries, which I think I could say were essentially
Man.
closed. I mean, you weren't exactly taking
Jesus
our
Christ.
autos, you weren't exactly taking our agriculture, and then you would have smaller things, but for the most part, it was closed. And now it's open. It's open for our companies to go in and do
We
a good
pay the
job, and I
tariffs
think you'll
anyway
like
when
it.
we buy this
Man.
I think
shit.
you'll like it.
They just raise the
And,
price.
we will, very importantly, they'll be investing a lot of money, but the military is a big number, but that's one number we're not determining. It's going to be whatever it is, but
It's
they're
going to be a lot more, and they don't want to say the number because it's going to go higher, probably.
Purchasing.
Yeah.
hundreds of billions of dollars worth of military equipment. They're very important. They're going to purchase $750 billion worth of energy. So that's going to be great. And $600 billion worth of investments into the United States over and above what they have. So, and I think that basically concludes the deal. I mean, those are the main factors. I don't think there are too many other factors, other than we're going to get along great. And we have a great relationship now with NATO, which is largely the same. I mean, not exactly, but pretty close, right? Largely. And with NATO, as you know, they're going up to 5% from 2%. And the relationship is very strong with NATO. So I just want to congratulate you. I think it's I think it's great that we made a deal today instead of playing games and maybe not making a deal at all. I think it's I'm going to let you say, but I think it's the biggest deal ever made. Thank you very much. Congratulations.
Wow. Well, there it is.
Yeah, thank you. We have a deal. We have a trade.
I guess so. And yeah, EU gets cut again. Yeah, I guess so. 15% reciprocal tariffs, a massive trade deal with Europeans will buy $750 billion in American energy. Oh my fucking God, man. It's crazy how it's like he can go off and just go absolutely fucking hog wild on fucking windmills, and then somehow I would say this seems pretty decent. You know, yeah, it seems all right. Ursula just sold out all of the EU. Yeah, mafia tactics work. Yeah. I guess so. I don't know. But there it is. And you've got, obviously, you know, you got them doing it. And so, because that deal, my country wants us to work 5 more years than we should, 40 years. Well,
there you go.
Too bad. The thing is that if you don't like that, then you should have negotiated better. You've got to expect the other countries like the U.S., and I expect this from any other country, they're going to want to do what's in their best interest. And we got to do what's in our best interest. We should be using nuclear energy, not coal. This is ridiculous. I completely agree with you. I think coal is ridiculous.
Fuck you, nuclear energy. Fuck
obviously,
that.
A lot of people, are they unhappy about her?
All right, we'll put nuclear facilities right behind your fucking house and see how you like it. See how your fucking doesn't destroy everything because the radiation.
Uh-oh, you folded. Explain to me how this is supposed to be a good deal for Europe again. Yeah, what did the EU gain? So everybody is fucking pissed at her. You caved in as expected. We didn't elect you. Man. She literally sold the European economy to the United States. She made a deal that favors the U.S. hugely. Well,
no
how
shit.
About that? And I thought you were Irish. Yeah, I'm Irish, Scottish, and German primarily. Yeah, be those 3. This is the Epstein client list got leaked. What does this say? Crooked Hillary, Bruce Springsteen, Sleepy Joe, Elon Musk, Rosie O'Donnell, Barack Hussein Obama, and then Eric is number fucking 1. You know, guys, is this real? Did they finally bring it out? I can't believe it. That's what we want? Yeah, I guess so.
We want it all along.
Kentucky just snapped. Uh-oh. Kentucky just snapped.
What happens when you have anti-ICE protesters from Deep Blue Cincinnati wander across a bridge into Deep Red Kentucky?
Ooh, bro, they went to the PvP server. Big mistake. Big mistake. Shouldn't do that.
Finally get to see the FAFO scale in action as these activists block the Roebling Bridge between Ohio and Kentucky. And while Cincinnati PD is gently arresting these people.
There we go.
Yep.
That's what I needed. Two type of people in this world.
We got ourselves a 2%er here. That's right.
While protesting, Kentucky's Covington police immediately laid down the law.
They got a paintball gun. Damn. They was getting dragged away.
Now, one copper started landing haymakers on a protester in a Cincinnati Reds cap while
just beat the fucking shit out of him. Good. You resisting arrest? You're trying to cause problems?
Lady attacked the cops with her tactical slipper.
No, she did not. She pulled the
Oh my
grandma.
God.
Her tactical slipper as the canine cops were finally deployed.
Oh shit!
Now,
They
what's
got the
interesting is how
build
Kentucky
bridges, not walls. Is the irony not lost on them when they're creating a wall of people? You
They
understand,
don't understand.
that, right?
They don't understand that.
You're against building, like, so you're standing on a bridge, you're obstructing a bridge by building a wall, holding a sign to build bridges and not wall. Like, this is the kind of shit that makes me think that we're living inside of a simulation.
These
people are.
on the arrests versus how the liberal media highlights
Kentucky cops beat protesters. Good.
the Kentucky cops that beat protesters, simply demonstrating
Fine.
By the way, my viewpoint is that if you are in the street,
Ooh.
I think the cops should be able to drag your fucking ass off the street. You need to get off the street. You're trying to obstruct traffic. I don't care. If some I don't think you could make it legal to run people over, but I certainly wouldn't give a fuck. Sorry. Just don't do it. Get out of the road. With extreme force? Yeah, I don't care about that at all. It's a safety issue? Absolutely.
All right, you know what we're doing? Doing something special here. Going for the gold. All right. Hope you guys are ready. I've been saving. This is it. Okay, okay. Gotta be something in these 10 packs. Alright. All basics. Dang. Are these really just all basics? Dang. I like turning it to the side, speaking. Oh, he's flipping me off. What the fuck? I'm getting screwed here. Alright, alright, alright. Do something good. 10 packs. Come on. Coming up, I feel it. Coming up. There it is. Was not worth it. I have that one already. Come on. There we go. Yeah, boy. Rapid dash. Okay. Oh, shit. All that. That was 10 packs of just basic. Damn, I got like 4 cards. I had 10 packs, 4 new cards. Damn. Oh well. I'll get another 10 pack open up here soon.
Florida did? Yeah, exactly.
Not a biggie.
Fucking based. Florida made that legal? Yeah, you can just run them over. And you know what they don't do in Florida, by the way? They don't stand in front of the street.
against the ICE arrest of a hospital
Why
chaplain,
would you?
with Cincinnati's local outlet sensationalizing it.
This is our country. Why are we being beat up because we're doing a peaceful march?
Story I'm getting.
Come on. Give me the DV I need. Fuck you. I have this one already.
That's
this is a good
crazy,
one.
right?
It's okay. I guess.
How is it that how is it that this is what it must feel like to be racist? Because like I'm so validated all the time, over and over and over. This is the only form of racism that I can participate in for now.
Country. Why are we being beat up because we're doing a peaceful march?
Story I'm getting is
Shut
they were
up,
peacefully
bitch.
assembling, having a protest, and then somebody came down here in a car and antagonized them, and there was a confrontation between that driver and the
I got
protesters.
100 of these.
I'm
Nigga, fuck,
American.
get this
And he
Machamp,
just
bro.
threw me down on the ground. I am 70.
There it
So
is. I
this
see
is
it. I
my-
see
this
it.
is my
Oh!
This is possibly the
Fuck
Shut up,
me.
Karen. Go back to the nursing home. Get out of the
Fuck
street,
me,
bitch.
dude.
greatest illustration of culture clash,
getting
as plenty of liberal
boned.
places would simply allow activists to block a bridge. But
Yep.
Kentucky is showing them this renaissance of justice, as they're
Oh.
simply bewildered at the idea that they will be forcefully arrested when
Yep.
taking over our infrastructure. As Cincinnati's local outlet covers a story,
love it.
reporting how 13 were arrested by
Ooh.
Kentucky's police for rioting.
For riot in the first degree, unlawful assembly, failure to disperse, obstructing a highway, obstructing emergency responders, criminal mischief, disorderly conduct, and resisting arrest. Bro,
Do the book at them.
see, this is why I'm telling you guys, we need to make sure that we have these prison work programs set up. We've got to get that guy from El Salvador over to America and figure out how he gets all of them to get to work. And we need to do this same thing to them.
Amongst other things.
Throw the book at 'em?
But
Yeah.
framing it with a car
A
antagonized the
black SUV was seen driving the wrong way down the bridge as rallies. Okay, police stated that some protesters blocked the bridge while others marched.
peaceful protesters. Imagine you're just trying to get to work, and the unemployed hordes with nothing to do on a weekday afternoon start pounding on your vehicle while waving some other country's flag that has
Oh,
Welcome to
hell
California.
no.
Yeah, I totally don't give a shit if people run them over. I don't. Sorry.
absolutely nothing to do
You're
with what
literally
they're
in the
protesting.
road.
As these activists are allegedly angry over a Cincinnati children's chaplain being arrested after he recently lost his asylum status in
Yeah,
America.
yeah.
As back in 2022, he filed a lawsuit over
know
the
what I'm
feds
gonna
flagging
do?
him after applying for a job in an Oregon prison.
Uh-oh.
But now facing deportation, they claim his life is in danger if sent back to Egypt, which they're already
Damn, that's too bad. Shouldn't have been here.
accommodating for this by sending people to
This
third-party
oh,
countries.
tyrant.
Yep.
As one, I really
Dude.
wonder if he was given the option of the
Tyrannosaur.
South Sudan or El Salvador, would he suddenly change his mind and prefer
Probably
to go
not.
home?
You
And
fucking
two,
better-
They keep
I'm
framing
gonna
him
get
as
it.
this children's
Watch
chaplain
this.
wrongfully losing
Tyrannosaur.
his asylum status.
First
but
shot.
you really have to search to find out why he lost it, as even
Why did he lose it?
NPR's network reports on his case, stating it's over his time on the board of an Egyptian community organization that has ties with an organization that their own government classifies as a terror group, to which he
Oh boy. That ain't
No
good.
way. No way. Wow. Supporting terrorists again. Get them out, bro. They got to get rid of these people. Oh my God. They got to get rid of all of them.
He openly admitted his affiliation
Ew.
with on his
I,
application.
I
Ew.
think that people don't understand if they actually had like an open recruiting for like ICE to just go and fucking get rid of all these people, they would be like the website would be shut down by the amount of people trying to apply.
But now the response is that group has been ubiquitous in many aspects of the country's civic life. as honestly I have no idea how that clears his name, other than possibly the most important aspect of this case is being conveniently omitted.
Isn't it weird how all of these people just somehow end up on the side of supporting militant Islamic terrorist groups? How does that keep happening? What are the odds?
I have no idea.
I feel like they're like 100%. To be fair, the Egyptian government would call a Shia a terrorist organization. It was facing away from the government. Not our problem. Not our problem, not our issue. I do not want to import Middle Eastern problems and Middle Eastern conflicts to America. I don't want to deal with that. And I don't think that the Middle East wants us to import our problems over to the Middle East either.
Most of the reporting, as why do all the headlines say children's
I
chaplain, but nothing
agree.
about the possible ties to terror attempting to get a position inside our prison system?
Oh.
Now I understand their argument. They're framing this as a very loose connection to that organization, and for all we know, this could be true. But it honestly feels like the activist issue isn't with US policy regarding terror, but Egypt's classification of that organization. So why aren't they protesting bridges in Egypt? Or is this yet another example of activists marching on behalf of something they know little to nothing about? But at least
I wonder. I really wonder. What could it possibly be?
Kentucky isn't playing around, as some of the felonies were
Not too far. It's a shame. Amazing when you know what I'm talking about. What am I, What do I not know about with this? Let me get,
Yeah,
just
enlighten
a
us.
second. You're so limited in my knowledge of this. Here, let me explain what I think. Anybody who has any connection with any of these weird terrorist groups at all, I think should be instantly deported if they're not a United States citizen, with no restrictions at all. If you have a connection with one of these groups, I want you removed from the country, period.
True.
I don't care what the fine print is. I don't care what the rules are. Change the rules to make that the policy. That we do not need to import these people. These people are problems. And also, maybe not all of them are problems, but enough of them are problems to where it creates an issue for everybody. Yeah, I'm not interested in allowing anybody in here at all. Your old view of Muslims and Arabs is limited. What about this has to do with Muslims or Arabs?
Right?
It has nothing.
Everybody.
I would say the same thing about people in Africa or people in South America or people in Asia. It has nothing to do with Muslims or Arabs. That's not even the point. The point is that this is a person
That's his
coming
only
into the
logic.
country that could potentially have a problematic past or a problematic involvement. Why would I want them in the country?
That's the only
I
logical
don't- what does this
explanation
have
he
to
can
do?
think
Like,
of.
I don't even get this.
He's just talking to a retard.
Please
that's
bring it up. I'm
why.
Egyptian. I know how it is. I don't know what it is at all. You mentioned Islamic terrorism. Okay, so Hezbollah is an Islamic terrorist organization. Hamas is an Islamic terrorist organization. I'm trying to. There's another third one that starts with an H. Why am I not thinking of it? There's another one as well, right? The Houthis are an Islamic terrorist organization. There are Islamic terrorist organizations. They do exist. Did I say that every terrorist organization is Islamic? No, of course not, because that's not true. Why would anybody say that? It's not true.
Pikachu.
So the entire idea, you're putting words in my mouth, getting mad at me, because I'm calling this out as a specific thing. I read what it said. That's what they said it was. I'm not making a judgment on this. They are. So if you're getting mad at me for this, go ahead and get mad at them. Now, ISIS, Taliban, yeah, you're this is just so obnoxious. So obnoxious. Putting words in my mouth, getting mad at me for something I didn't say. It's so annoying. The context is Islamic terrorism because of this guy? Yeah. I've never been like this. And also, by the way, there's a lot of people that are Muslim, as far as I know, in Egypt. The ironic thing about this thing is that, do you know which countries do the best job dealing with Islamic terrorism? The Islamic countries over there. The problem is that over in the United States and in Europe, I think that people view any type of criticism of it as some degree of racism, so they're afraid to look at it. And they even say that. There's even a guy from like UAE that said that himself. Is Muslim country under Sharia? Yeah. it's to block a person that agrees he's being rude, calling me stupid and saying he was making a patronizing comment that was based off of something that I didn't say or even imply. And you're making, like, there's no, like, again, I have no problem with somebody putting a disagreement in chat, but just saying you're stupid and you don't know what you're talking about, and then explaining yourself and what you're explaining isn't even true, no, that's going to get you a ban. Sorry.
Yeah, why would people defend that?
But mainly
Yeah.
due to guilty
Complete
pleas on the
idiots.
misdemeanor charges, with
Out
4
there.
still facing felony riot convictions.
Yeah.
As their defense attorney is arguing at one point, this was a peaceful assembly, but the Kentucky judge just got frustrated, stating this was a riot, as 5+ people gathered with violent behavior, attacking the police. The simple
Yeah,
fact
you just
that
look at the video, it's clearly not a peaceful. If you're standing in the road, it's not peaceful. It's that simple. If you're obstructing people's freedom of movement, it's not peaceful. It's literally that simple.
this case hasn't been thrown out makes me believe they're about to find out. It really looks like Kentucky's justice system is trying to set the precedence of just because you're angry over something beyond your understanding doesn't mean you get to throw a temper tantrum blocking our public streets. As it's
Even if you do understand it, it doesn't mean that you can block streets. That's the issue. What do you think of the idea of self-deporting illegals with clean pass having a streamlined way back into the country? I don't want to give anybody that was here illegally any sort of a benefit because I think it creates a reward structure around bad behavior. But on a fundamental level, I would much rather have a lot of these hardworking illegals than the annoying, obnoxious Karens standing in the middle of the street. Like, that's my
let's
actual
trade
opinion on it.
them.
I think that we all agree that many of those illegals like America a lot more than these annoying Karens. But it's a bad precedent, and we can't do that, obviously.
sounds like a slippery slope, but there's a reason why in Florida, activists politely protest alligator Alcatraz from the
Fucked
safety
his
of the side
hand
of the road.
up.
Isn't that crazy? Look how well behaved they are. This is what happens whenever the threat of being run over exists. You can easily make people do this. Yeah, we don't have to live in a chaotic society ruled by mentally ill people. There's a difference between protesting and civil disobedience. Civil disobedience is in defiance of the law, and idiots defy the law and call it protest. Well, the difference is that, here's real, like, you know, for example, like Rosa Parks sitting at the front of like a bus instead of the back of the bus.
Is that
This
Evie
was
I
something
want?
that is
Fucker.
like standing in the middle of a highway because you're mad that some person got deported by the federal government. There's not like a direct connection here. Whereas with Rosa Parks or sitting in diners or something else, there is a direct connection with this behavior.
When liberal Los Angeles, California
Can't even compare
loses
the two.
access to their freeways whenever the Democrats don't get their way. I've covered this third world phenomenon for years now, as sadly the only time the city sees law and order is when Trump deploys the Marines, or when there was mass looting during the lockdowns and the National Guard had to be installed before it stopped. But let me know if you think Kentucky will actually lock up these so-called activists, as some people think a felony conviction is too harsh, but I think it isn't enough. I think if you ever get arrested for activism, you should lose all access to public benefits, as a U.S. taxpayer shouldn't be subsidizing this unemployed behavior. And if you got time
I'm okay with people that get the benefits, but at the same time, like, I just don't want to see, like, I think that, again, like, you got to put these people in jail or something like that. Like, get these people out of society.
block a bridge on a Wednesday afternoon, you got time to get a regular job. Possibly on a
Right.
farm. I heard a lot of them are hiring.
Yeah, I heard that too.
So if you appreciate my concise, lighthearted commentary on the tragic status that is today's reality, subscribe to Decoy
It's
Voice.
crazy. I think that's so fucking funny, man. And I'm glad to see, I also think it's very funny that, like, in Florida, all of these people don't cause any problems because they know it won't actually fly there at all. And so that's really one of my biggest complaints about this in general. There's the video right there. I'll give it a like. And I totally agree with what he's saying, by the way. I absolutely agree with it. And like, I
This
think
was
that,
a good
like, really,
video.
all you have to do is impose consequences and a degree of actual accountability. And all of this
At
stuff
least
immediately
that is the bare
evaporates.
minimum.
Yeah, it totally evaporates and it goes away, and you're not going to have this problem ever. A person made a video. Somebody linked this to me. Why Asmongold quit WoW and will never. Women are complaining about men not coming up to them and approaching them in public. This is very, very common.
There's a really interesting trend at the moment of very attractive women complaining that men are no longer approaching them.
That's right.
And I find this absolutely fascinating. So, when I was a young man,
It's fascinating,
Weren't they just
but not surprising.
complaining about it?
I only plucked up the courage to actually just walk up to a random woman on the street once because she was really attractive and say, "Hey, would you like to go out?" She turned me down, right? Every other time I've got girlfriends or women who have been interested in me,
That's what
they've
happens.
basically come to me and sort of signaled to me that they're interested. And so,
True.
frankly, I've never been the sort of like, walk up to a girl and just start chatting her up type.
Absolutely same. 100% same. Completely
And
agree.
that's a safer bet to go
But
with.
that-
Same personality.
most of the time, women will signal when they are interested in you.
They
And
will.
if you're interested back,
Exactly.
you can pick it up and go from there.
Yeah, sure.
But I think that there is at least a certain kind of woman who enjoys the attention, right? Who likes to know
yeah.
that actually she is an attractive woman and
And then turn people
she's
down.
flattered by men making the effort and, well, as this woman says, catcalling her. Let's listen.
Tell me why every day I go out,
Oh boy.
looking adorable, tits bouncing, skin glistening, and
Tits
yet no
bouncing.
one ever hits on me or approaches me. Ever!
I wonder why.
Oh my god, like please. I'll take a fucking construction worker catcall at this point.
Here's the thing.
Fuck.
Is if I was doing that to her, she'd be calling the police. Women don't actually want this. They only want
No.
it from guys that they find attractive or they like. This is a massive fucking thing that a lot of people don't talk about. Is that
That
the
is
reason,
true.
Like, women don't have a problem with guys approaching them in general, as long as they do it respectfully. But I think another big difference is appearance. If you are a weird looking or an ugly looking guy, you going up to a girl is totally different than if it's somebody who is attractive. And so a lot of these girls say that they want this, but if it's some weird looking guy coming up to them, they're going to be very uncomfortable and they're going to complain about it on social media. That's what happens. It's, flirting versus harassment. Exactly.
So, now there are many people who are saying, well, and this is another video of the woman in the orange dress here. Again,
saw
very
and watched the
attractive
video.
women, and men are just not approaching them.
Yeah.
And they're becoming frustrated by it. And as Con here points out, many women, not all of them, spent the majority of the 2010s bitching about rape culture and misogyny and catcalling and Me Too, and now mad that young men aren't comfortable approaching them.
No, it's again, if young men that they are mad that young men that they are attracted to are not approaching them. If weird, ugly guys started approaching them, they would be posting about how annoying it is publicly all the time. The same as they
Yeah.
did back then.
That's why people
You create the
stop.
problem.
This is totally.
I don't think it's just young men, although I think the age thing is an interesting
Bro, yeah.
question. 'Cause, I mean, this
fantasy,
woman looks
yeah.
like she's in her early 20s, and, well, do men in their early 20s actually spend a lot of time dating anyway? It seems that a
They
lot of Gen
try.
Z are quite shy, introverted, not
Fuck.
great at approaching one another, and, I mean, not entirely their fault.
Me
Probably
Too ruined everything? No, Me Too didn't have anything to do with this. This was happening way before Me Too. Me Too was like a COVID era thing. This has been going on ever since like 2013, 2014.
probably a lot due to social media and the internet and the fact that they've got phones, so they don't have to actually
Yeah.
go up and personally involve themselves.
Fuck you,
And
too.
they seem to have been losing the customs on how to show someone that they're interested.
Here's the reason why that
Should have
happens.
dropped that Celebi when I had the shot.
In the earlier days, many years ago, there was much more of a shared cultural identity that we had here in the US, or that
Right.
I'm sure was over in the UK or in other countries, but particularly in the United States. There was a shared cultural identity that most people subscribed to. So whenever you went to approach someone or you went to talk to someone, your behavior would probably be inside of that cultural expectation. But I think what the internet and multiculturalism has done, and this isn't necessarily a bad thing or a good thing, it's just what's happened, is it's segmented different cultures and different groups of people with different expectations. There are women that like guys that when she tells them no, he keeps trying to pursue her because it makes her feel special. There are women that like that. Most women don't like that. And my advice to you is to assume that they don't like that, because I think it's weird. You know, again, like they like that, but that's how it is. They want it. Yes, exactly. But no means no. Exactly. And so do you know if are you approaching a girl that is a no means no girl, or are you approaching a girl that is a, ask me 3 times to make sure that you really actually care about me girl? You see what I'm saying? And there's no way to really tell that.
There isn't.
Really at all. And so you have this dilution of culture. And so there's
You'll know
no
if she's
shared
crazy
set of rules of engagement anymore. And so nobody knows how to approach this and how not to approach this. There will be guys that will be very respectful, and then girls will still post their DMs and be like, hey, look at this guy, what a thirsty boy. How to solve it? I don't think that you can, really.
It isn't embarrassing or humiliating in some way. And
by the way, the girls that do that post the DMs from guys, the reason they're doing that is to feed their own ego. They're doing that so they can say, look at this popular person that was interested in me, but I'm too good for them. There's not really any other reason besides that. Yeah, it's they're ego tripping.
That's about right.
It's validation.
That protects the dignity of both people involved. And I don't blame them. I mean, these are things that I think generally haven't been well passed down.
Yeah.
I remember my dad telling me, you've just got to go and ask.
Yeah.
And the worst she can say is no. I mean, that's not true. The worst she can do is laugh at you. But
or post your interaction on social media and embarrass you publicly.
Yeah.
Or if it's at work, get you fired for sexual harassment.
Yep.
Or, fucking ostracized. There's a lot of things that they can do that are worse than saying no.
Hasn't happened to me, but I can imagine that happens, and it's absolutely harrowing. But at the end of the day, as a man, it's tough, and you will get over it. It's not the end of the world. But the times that it does work, then when you think, okay, that woman actually seemed to quite like me, and I'm going to go up and ask her out, it's actually really gratifying, and you feel like you've accomplished something. I said I hadn't done once, but now I'm thinking about it. I have actually done it a few more times than that. It was only once that I walked past this woman, and I was just like, wow, she's really attractive. And I was single at the time. Yeah. And walked up to her. But other times where it's,
I have never done that.
I had a date with a girl who sold internet. She was, one of the women on the street, people on the street who's trying to sell
people on the street,
whatever. Yeah. Like 15, 20 years ago. I can't remember how long now.
We know.
Yeah.
And I didn't want it, but I ended up getting it because she was really cute. And I asked her on a date, and she was like, yeah, okay, great. It didn't go anywhere, but it was no big deal. But I ended up with that broadband for a goddamn year. But
damn, you got stuck with the broadband.
Yep.
When you do it,
you subscribe.
Well, okay, great, But anyway, that's not the point I'm making. The point I'm making is there's definitely an atmosphere that was created by the feminism of the 2010s, and this, I think, genuinely
Well, I don't think we're past it either. Like, I see on a weekly basis, even now, women exposing DMs from men all the time. This happens constantly. I mean, you guys have seen this too, right? Like, I'm not crazy. I'm not the only person that's seen this. This is quite common.
Has had effects. I mean, Me Too, the hysteria about catcalling and misogyny and rape culture and all that sort of stuff. You can say thanks to Anita Sarkeesian, who herself probably been catcalled.
Fitness videos,
She's not hideous.
Fitness creep videos, stuff like that, definitely.
But who had to marry herself, incidentally. And now these women are feeling the effects of it. That's definitely an issue. And there are lots of women all over the place. It's not just like the old TikTok video. Like this one here. I'm wondering if guys still approach women they don't know but are attracted to. Or this basically never happens anymore.
Nope.
I, as a woman, don't get approached while walking the street in the grocery store, etc. Men seem to like me at work and on dating apps, but the approach thing from strangers just doesn't happen. And what's really funny...
Because people have said for years they don't want that. They said they don't want it. I wish we had a code in society. Exactly, right? And see, even this top comment is saying exactly what I'm saying.
Is they're looking, going through this and being like...
There's no shared cultural expectation.
We need to have some sort of social signal. Like dropping a handkerchief to see if the guy's interested. And there was someone in this thread, I was reading through it before I started.
And also, like, again, if a weird looking guy came up to her, she would not like that. I think there's very much a tremendous amount of kind of romanticization of this behavior without actually thinking about its legitimate, like, realistic consequences, where it's like, okay, sure, yeah, you want an attractive, good-looking guy to come up to you and be interested in you, but do you want an ugly, weird-looking guy who's awkward to come up to you? Probably not. So really, the odds are, right, it's going to be probably more ugly, weird-looking guys. So yeah, that's why they ended up stopping this, and people don't do it anymore. It goes both ways? Well, of course it does.
Comments. They're like, yeah, but what if the guy doesn't pick it up? That'd be devastating. Absolutely devastating.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't find the thing. But okay, yeah, it would. But at least it wouldn't be, like, obvious. At least you could play it off as if, I just dropped that. I didn't mean to drop it. I wasn't trying to signal. But anyway. So, yeah, you've got, like, other videos of women who are just trying to think of ways to get guys to approach them. Because, again, like, I think for a lot of women, it's not necessarily that they are, actually, they want loads of guys to like be hitting on them. But what I think it is just for them to feel secure about themselves, and also gives them something interesting to say about
Yep. Validation.
The night. Like, it gives them a social status over other women that these two are talking about incidentally. It gives them sort of like, it's a story, right? That they can tell their friends and say, yeah, this guy approached me, oh my God,
ego.
He was this, he was that, whatever.
Yeah.
But also it reassures them. Oh, right, no, I am still actually
it's
attractive.
validating. Yes.
Because a couple of years ago, I remember doing a video about women when they get older and they start to feel invisible. And it's because, like, when you're a young and attractive woman, you at least know that men notice you.
Yeah, sure.
And
of course.
I think that for a lot of attractive young women, they feel important. They feel, oh, right, no, I have a place in society. And these guys are looking at me. They're checking me out. Even if they're not approaching me, I'm on their radar, right? They understand that I am a thing that matters in the grand scheme of male-female relationships. And so in society itself, I am sort of put on the map. But what these women are really complaining about is, I think, that they feel that they aren't on the map anymore. Right? And this is the same thing that the older women were complaining about. When women get to like their 40s and 50s, and men are no longer just checking them out. They no longer catch men just having a sideward glance.
Sure.
Admiringly. Which, again, the feminists have done a superb job of stigmatizing this. But actually, I think for a lot of women,
well, the reality also is that there are a lot of guys that do it in ways that are bad. And this is something that a lot of people don't necessarily say, but there are guys that don't take no for an answer. There are guys that are creepy. And I think that they do make women uncomfortable in a lot of cases. It's not like this is like, oh, women are just stupid and bad. No, absolutely not. There's a lot of guys that try to put a power play on a girl, right? Take her out on a boat because of the implication, right? That type of stuff. And it makes women very uncomfortable, and it does happen. Now, obviously, like, that's a meme and a joke, but real life variants of that happen all the time. And the truth is that that's the reason why a lot of women are against this stuff and pushed against it back in the 2010s, is because a lot of it came with a degree of coercion, or it came with a implied physical, like, threat, like maybe not even necessarily threat, but unsafeness.
just a quick tangent on this. Think about the kind of women who are feminists. Very rarely the attractive ones, right? Very rarely the ones who are getting catcalled. So in a way, feminism was kind of like a negative mating strategy.
Yeah.
And they've ruined it for the decent-looking women. And you can thank your sisters on that one. They were fighting for your rights, not to feel flattered when you're walking.
From my experience of talking to girls that I would say are above average attractiveness, I would say that the majority of them do not appreciate having people come up to them in public and try to approach them. I'm sure that there have been experiences that they had that were positive, but if you looked at it as like, is it a net value of a positive or a negative? I would say it is a negative net value.
True. That's what I'm
Around
going to say.
in your best clothes, looking as gorgeous as you can. Like, your sisters have done this for you. But I think they're entering the same status as women who grow older. And so, you know, when women get to like their 50s and men are no longer, like, they're no longer a presence on the radar. They're no longer, oh, maybe she's maybe she'd be interested or something like that. That no longer happens because men just aren't thinking, okay, I want a 50-year-old woman.
Yeah.
I'm going to pick up a 50-year-old woman.
Well, it's guys aren't attracted to older women, like in a general sense. Like, everybody knows this. It's like one of those things like, oh, you're not supposed to say this. Yeah, that's obviously the reason why. Everybody knows it.
So it's one of those things that the older invisible women who didn't get married and don't have kids and don't have families, this is one of the things that, by the way, ladies, you're going to want to get married and have kids so you don't turn into one of these invisible women. It will happen to you too.
Yeah, of course.
Because this is the nature of what the manosphere, uncharitably but fairly, calls the wall. When you reach the menopause, frankly, you stop being a viable mate.
It's not a year, right? There's some chicks that look really attractive and they're like 50 or 60. And there's other chicks that stop looking attractive when they're 27. It's genetics, the way that you take care of yourself, skincare routine, drug like patterns, everything like that. So there's a lot of examples of both of them. And like, we all know those examples, right? Of course, right? Everybody's giving out names or whatever. And you know, women that kind of like immediately, like, you know, they hit the wall at 25. Yeah, this definitely happens too. For sure it does. But at the same time, yeah, of course, like, I mean, and I think that for guys, this is true too, by the way. Like, people like to create this false dichotomy where, like, women age really badly and men don't. I think that that's not really true. There aren't really a lot of, like, 23-year-old attractive women that are hoping that a 45-year-old guy is going to try to talk to them. They're not going out there looking for that. And many of them think that's creepy too themselves. Like, this is a fantasy that I think guys tell themselves as a coping mechanism.
Evolutionary terms.
And also, like, by the way, it's more true for guys, but it's not true for guys. Like, for women, it's totally not true. And for men, it's, like, usually not true. And also the reason why a lot of women are doing that, it's for something that is external from the guy itself. It's like his position of influence, money, or something that's similar to that. Some sort of external thing that's not necessarily intrinsically him. But yeah, no, guys approach and they have the same thing.
And then that just means that men just...
False young women love older men. Well, I don't know. I mean, like, I don't think that's generally true. I think that younger women will make exceptions for older men way more often than younger men make exceptions for younger women. Or, sorry, older women. But I think in general, those younger women that are attractive are looking for men that are around their age. That's the truth. That's primarily what they're looking for.
It's a little mixed. I don't know.
Don't generally tend to check you out. And younger women, it seems, are actually encountering this firsthand. And so they're strategizing, well, what can we actually do to not be invisible? Because, you know, we're still potential mates.
People say you're so wrong. It's a lot of guys coping. Tons of guys coping. Guys coping like crazy. Going crazy coping.
What can be done? I mean, this is a fascinating video. This is absolutely fascinating. Let's watch this.
Dating scene is getting so bad in New York City that I am seeing.
And someone says real quick, I'll address one more. Just because you're a goblin, bro. Young women love attractive, successful older men. Do you know what they love even more than that? Attractive, successful younger men that are around their same age. It has nothing to do with me. It's not about the guy being older. It's about him being successful and having money. Being older is just simply a negative outcome that they are willing to tolerate. You're looking at it from the totally, like you're looking at like on a priority list, there are women that are like this, you know, it's influence, power, and appearance, right? Like obviously, or money, influence, money, and appearance. Just because that's number 3 doesn't mean that it doesn't matter. It just means that the other 2 overrule it. Like, I mean, really, like, I don't understand,
That's
like,
true.
yeah, women like daddies, some do, some don't, right? I mean, that's all, there's always going to be, like, weird sexual things like that. Yeah, they're going to like a guy that's around their age that's also attractive and successful, too, more than they're going to like a guy. Like, all other things being equal, I think women in general will choose a guy that's 5 years older than them much more often than choosing a guy that's 15 years older than them. And I'm talking about, by the way, whenever I'm talking about these age differences, I'm talking about like 10 plus years. So like, I'm not talking about like, oh, 3 years older. Like that's not an older guy. I'm talking about 15 years older, 10 years older, 20 years older. No, they would pick the younger guy if all other things were the same.
Being on TikTok, there are girls going into Midtown during the week and stealing Finance Bros salads for lunch.
What?
And then looking their name up from the salad order on LinkedIn and
see, that's got nothing to do. This is what I'm saying. Why are they why would it be finance? What of all the what would it possibly be because of finance? I don't know. It's a mystery. And they're not doing that because of their age, are they?
then messaging them through there and being like, hey, oh my god, so sorry, grabbed your salad, like, let me just make it up to you and buy you a new one. And that's how they're like sliding it, which honestly, smart. Why are we stealing men's salads? Like that's, why can't they just come up to us at a bar? Like why is it getting to this point? Men, just please step
just
up,
walk
or
up
your
to 'em.
salad's gonna fucking get taken. Your lunch is gonna get taken every week. Like I'm seeing girls get so creative these days. Like they're making bracelets with their phone numbers on them and giving them to you guys at the bars. They are taking pictures of you sneakily and then being like, hey, oh my god, making it their phone screen, and being like, hey, can you take a picture of me and my friends so you can see that your picture is their home screen. All just different.
If I did that to a girl,
what?
the police would be called. Yep, the police would be arrived, and I would
That's
I would
so
be removed from
weird
the facility.
either way.
That's a sociopath? No, I mean, like, listen, it's not done with
Trying
ill
way
intent.
too hard.
But what I'm saying is that the person doing it and the messenger matters more than the message. Except for extremes of like doing something really creepy or doing something very romantic and very nice, the messenger matters more than the message. That's it.
Ways to try to talk to you guys because you guys don't come up to us in New York City, and it's crazy.
Okay, some of that was weird. If I talked to a woman and she had my picture as her phone screen, I'd be like, "What the hell's happening, man? Is this like some sort of weird, creepy Truman Show thing?" But there we go. I mean, that is clever and creative. Oh, I took your salad by accident. You know, blah blah blah.
Yeah, it's cute.
But this is what I mean. Like, women will signal that they're interested, but I guess if they're not getting approached at all, well, this is actually becoming a problem.
And it's also, and here's another thing, it's that, have you ever had a time where a girl did something that made you think that she was interested, but then whenever you acted on it, she was like caught off guard and it was like off-putting to her because she wasn't interested? And that's what I was saying before about there not being any shared culture. Because there's not a shared culture, there is no line and rules of engagement. Yeah, I don't want to get accused of rape later on.
That's
that's
true.
Way too far, right? That's way, way, way too far.
Problem for them, isn't it? Again, there are loads of videos of very attractive women who are just like, why can't I get a man? And one can't help but feel that it might be a sort of confluence. I think technology definitely has a role to play in this, and the kind of unwinding of society and the shared social customs and traditions that instructed men and women on how.
Yeah, don't take a friendly gesture as flirting. It's just friendliness. Yeah, exactly. And that's generally the case, right? Is that like, and also, I mean, in the other issue for this is that the consequence of being wrong is not worth the possibility of being right.
Exactly, to actually meet one another.
It
I think
depends,
that is
I
genuinely
guess.
a thing that's happened, although obviously can't quantify it in any way. But I
Every
also do
situation's
think
different.
it's the feminism. I do think that like a lot of men feel like they were essentially kind of beaten out of ever approaching women, and they're like, Jesus Christ!
It's not even feminism. It's no. I don't think it's that complicated. If you are a guy and you see a girl and you're attracted to her and you want to have a relationship with this person, why would you want to begin your relationship and interaction with a person that you would potentially care about and date? Why would you do something that would make her uncomfortable? It doesn't even make sense. It's like if there are so many women that say, oh, I don't like this, don't do this, why would you go up and do something that makes a person feel uncomfortable? I wouldn't do that
100.
at all. Yeah, it's being considerate. Yeah, exactly.
Come across as like some insane creep or anything. But Lisa Britton here makes a good point. There's a trend of women asking, well, what's wrong with men? Maybe they're asking the wrong question. And someone replies, well, they should hang out in the forest. I'm sure the bears would approach them. Well, touche. But this is something that a lot of men are worried about. They worry about
half of single men avoid interacting with women out of fear of being seen as creepy.
Dang, that's so true.
about coming off as creepy. And so it's like, well, there's the whole problem with feminism.
Shit, boys, I think we're in the fucking green zone to go out and ask people. Because if you know, it's like, especially if you can just ask, be polite about it. Says yes, says yeah. And all you do is ask for the number, and that's it. You walk it right the fuck away. That's all you need to do. Is just not even make it awkward. Fucking boom, bing bong.
Is that, I mean, there are lots of problems with feminism, but one of the main issues with feminism and why most women are not feminists, right? I remember back in like 2014 or whatever, the feminists were like 80% of women agree with gender equality, and yet only like 10% of women call themselves feminists. Why? And it's because feminism contains within it a dark animus against men as men. They hate men.
Yeah,
and
it's just a bunch of fucking people that hate men. Like, I mean, and again, if you want equality, there's egalitarianism. There's already a word for that. Like, I think that a lot of modern feminism is the effort to retain privileges while gaining options. It's women want to retain the privilege of having men do certain things for them, but they want to also have the option of being able to be paid the same amount of money or being able to vote or anything else, which I agree with. But I think that if you want to be treated the same, you can't maintain privileges on top of that also.
Actually seek to destroy men. They seek to unseat them from their positions of power and authority because they're men, not because they've done anything wrong. They just are resentful.
By giving them equality, we need to take away what
if these
they
women
had
were allowed to control the discourse for a decade, which they were,
unfortunately,
well, unsurprisingly, that does have consequences. That does have a knock-on effect that people go, oh, right, okay. If for some reason this is representative of women, and we all agree that the feminists represent women, well, then things change to, you get a natural and reasonable reaction to what is being broadcast. And so men are like, right, okay, I'm not allowed to approach women anymore. I don't want to come off as some guy of Mad Men or something.
Yeah.
Some dinosaur. And so...
or just make the girl uncomfortable. Why would you want to make somebody that you could potentially be in a relationship with uncomfortable? Like, I don't want to make anybody uncomfortable. Like, regardless of whether this is a friend of mine or a random person, I don't want to make anybody uncomfortable. So if I know that I'm doing something that would make a person uncomfortable or there's a possibility of it, then I would avoid it.
Men just won't. Even if they see an attractive girl and they think, oh God, I wish I could. Apparently a lot of them don't. And now the women are beginning to notice this. And a lot of men just have never approached a woman in person. And 70% of men say the number one reasons they don't approach women is fear of rejection. So this is another thing. Like, and this is something that when I was young, women actually, how to say it? There was less need for performative cruelty, right? Because when I was young, there was no social media.
Yeah,
you weren't going to record this, put it up. You weren't going to share it online and get loads of upvotes, likes or whatever. There was no, a girl would tell like 3 or 4 of her friends, her close circle of friends.
Yeah, sure.
And they'd titter and whatever when you walk by. But there was nothing really in being performatively sort of belligerent when rejecting someone. And so, honestly, and I know I'm going to sound like old man here, but when I was younger, I mean, there were plenty of girls that I thought liked me, that I asked out, and that didn't like me, and they were quite quite kind when they said, "Oh no, no, thank you." Right? I appreciate the offer, but no, thank you. And that's rough, but it's not devastating. And within the next day, you just get over it and you carry on with your life. It's just the way.
Jerk off, lay down for an hour. It's like it never happened.
Things go. Sometimes you roll the dice with someone that you either know or work with or whatever, and
simple.
Sometimes you don't get what you want. But I think that now there's a kind of hard edge to it, and I genuinely think it comes from feminism. I genuinely think it comes from a culture of thinking that men are basically oppressive, and
I think these are two different groups of people. I think the problem with your logic is that women don't think with logic or reasoning or even accountability even. I'm not going down that route, right? But what I'm saying is that if you want a world with equality, why are men still always expected to be the ones that approach women? Like, really, I mean, this is odd, and this is kind of like there's another. Again, it's a social privilege. I think that it's easier to be the one that's getting asked out than the one who is having to do the asking out. Like, I mean, again, like I'm speaking from my perspective. I've never been a woman before. Well, I was for like 3 hours when I did that stream with Emmy and Jessica and fucking Miz. But other than that, I've never been a woman before. So I'm not sure. Hell yeah, it's horrifying. Yeah, exactly, right? And so why is it that they aren't going and talking to guys? Did she get approached? No, I didn't. It was for 3 hours. Yeah, and I luckily didn't leave my room.
Kind of hateful, frankly. And it's a culture that genuinely stigmatized men. Yeah. And I can definitely see that as a younger man now, I would definitely say it's scarier as a younger man now to approach a woman. I could see why. I'm really, I think this is more of an American thing. I get the feeling that over in Britain, it's probably still not that bad. Although I have to say, I'm just judging from the young men I know in this age bracket that I know. Yeah. Because of course I never approach women. I don't go anywhere or do anything, and with women at all. But
fucking paste.
But I can see why younger men now would feel like it's more worrisome than it was when I was young. But maybe I'm overreacting. Honestly, I want to open this up to you guys in the comments, because honestly, I don't know, and I'm just. But there's got to be something, right? There's got to be something here, because it is weird that you get very beautiful women going, well, where the hell are the men? And the men going, well, look, we're a bit too afraid to approach you. There has to have been some reason for it, and it honestly probably is feminism.
I don't think that that's the main reason, but I think that there's a lot of other reasons too. I think
feminism.
A lot of these women want to get asked out, but they want to get asked out by a guy that's attractive. They don't want to have a weirdo, weird-looking guy come up to them and try to ask them out. That's going to make them uncomfortable, and it is. Well, no, I don't really. That's my opinion, right? I think feminism is like, if you want to look at a pie chart, it's definitely one or two slices of the pizza, sure, but it's not the entire fucking pizza. That's my point. There's the video. And successful. Video started off strong. Yeah. I pray for victimization. Yeah, and so this is one thing. I don't know why I'm not subscribed to Sargon's channel, but I agree with that for sure. Why don't men approach me? Hi, get away from me, creep. Yeah, exactly. And it's about, again, it's the fantasy of getting approached by a person who you're attracted to, which is very different than the reality of getting approached by someone who you're not. And so if you're a guy, and a lot of guys have low self-esteem, or they don't think that they look a certain way that they are supposed to look, they have a low or negative self-image. So if you have these guys that think that they're an ugly, weird-looking guy, and oftentimes they're right, then yeah, they're not going to come up to a girl and talk to them at all, because they're going to think that, well, fuck, I'm just going to be... I'm going to be seen as a weirdo, right? You have to become more creepy. Yeah. What some guys don't get is that sometimes a woman says no and he persists anyway. Well, yeah. But there are women that like that, but I would not. Hey. I would never. Do not do that, bro. If a girl wants to play games with you, you are not a PlayStation. Get away from that as fast as you can. It will only get worse. So yeah. And the norm now has been constructed by women, yet they gaslight men to still wonder why it went wrong. Well, I think really that's the primary reason. And even worse is whenever you're handsome and girls get catty over you. Well, I'm not sure about that. But like what I'm saying is that for a lot of guys, I think that they don't want to go up to a girl because, again, like how many times have we seen some popular girl on like OnlyFans post a DM that she gets from some maybe some athlete that messages her, or some other like popular content creator that messages her, and she's like exposing his messages. Like I feel like I see this at least twice a month, right? And so if you're a guy and you see that, I don't want to, fuck that, bro. Like absolutely not. I don't want to deal with that shit. That's awful. Yeah, and so I'm not about that at all the time. Yes, of course. Men have their own needs. Yeah, exactly. Female leader. Yeah. Internet's forever, exactly. And so, the other week we saw 2 or 3 guy streamers have women call them rapists for basically no reason. Like, what? Well, I don't know about that. I have no idea. But in general, it's easy, bro. Passport, bro, and your wife. I don't know if it's any different in other places in the world. I have no idea. But in general, that's kind of what I would assume. And I think also it's, again, the main thing is that women have said for years they don't like being randomly approached by guys. So what a surprise that after spending years saying that you don't like being approached by men, men stop approaching you. Wow, what a fucking... It's a fucking mystery. How could that possibly happen? So yeah, I answer on the link. Oh geez, yeah, there's definitely that. The problem stems from 3 out of 10 girls just thinking they deserve 10 out of 10 guys, so they reject most guys. Well, I mean, I don't know. I feel like, again, like rating the appearance and everything like that, that's always like kind of subjective to an extent. But I mean, I think it's subjective and it's not, right? Obviously. But generally, that's how I feel about it. Feminism push men to the problem narrative, and now we see that are emboldened and women are just as bad. Not necessarily, right? I have 3 friends that already have or want to find an Asian girlfriend. Jesus Christ. Well, look, I mean, I think that there's plenty of people, like, being a different race doesn't necessarily make you spawn with different attributes, okay? This isn't World of Warcraft, all right? So there are plenty of girls that are Asian that act this way, and plenty of girls that are not Asian that don't act this way. I don't think it's really that true, that case at all. And so, yeah. It kind of does, though. Yeah, I don't think so. It's race. It's not race. It's geography. I think it's also just culture and attitude and personality more than anything.
Exactly.
But, anyway, yeah, that's generally what I think about it in general. You want your kids to have genetic diversity and they have better family values. I mean, I think, like, look, you marry who you want to marry or not. Look, what the fuck am I talking about that for, right? I have no idea. But anyway, that's the reason why I think guys don't do it. Guys don't do it because girls have said they don't like it, and also I don't think girls actually want it. I think that they only want it from guys that they think are attractive, and this is something that they want from a conceptual viewpoint, but they don't want the reality of it. because they used to have the reality of it, and collectively most women said they didn't like it. So I wonder, do you really think that the people now are that much different than they were 15 years ago? Absolutely not. It's probably about, or 20 years ago, not really. No, it's probably about the same group of people. That's it. From 1 to 10, women seek 9s and 10s. If it's under that, men are invisible to women. Well, women say the same thing in general, right? I mean, like, obviously they do. So, yeah, it's that simple. Most of them, I know from 20 years ago, absolutely did not hate it. It was a very small vocal minority that hated it. I think that the problem is that a lot of men, so that's not my experience personally, is that I think that a lot of women didn't like it because it didn't stop at asking them out. There was like other creepy behavior that would follow that. Like, you know, following them home or asking them out multiple times or trying to like force interactions with them or something like that. And so in general, the idea is like, you know, you cut it off at the beginning and so it never evolves into that worst stage. That's the main issue. Yeah, those are no-nos. Yeah, exactly, right? It's 5% of women that make difference, make 50% of men are afraid of approaching. Most women have approached and rejected me. Don't tell me off. They just politely decline. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Someone get Aswell to watch some home math on Twitter. I'm not gonna watch, like, listen, I feel like my viewpoints on this are probably the most, I think these are the most balanced viewpoints to have. Like, I can see, like, I mean, again, I can see both sides to this, right? I mean, there are some issues of it where, like, guys do feel insecure and other ones don't necessarily, right? Weird interactions like stealing salads. Yeah, but stealing, no. Stealing a salad is very different. So when a man approaches a woman and tries to, like, pursue her in a way that makes her uncomfortable, that's very different than a woman doing it to a man. And the reason why is because men are bigger, stronger, and faster than women. So there's this implied amount of physical, like, dominance that exists. And so, like, that's really the big difference. Like, you can't compare the two things. Like, it's like the old Chris Rock joke. You know, every guy has a funny story about a girl that's a crazy girlfriend. Why do no girls have stories about crazy boyfriends? Well, because they're dead. So, yeah, there's just an imbalance there. And that's the reason why. It's a totally different thing. Well, North Vietnamese, we have very traditional views. It's the culture there. Yeah, I don't know. I think it depends on the person, right? More than anything. As I said before, for a pretty friend, it was constant. Being approached 10 times a day. Not everyone taking kindly to the rejection. Even one punching her in the face. Yeah, exactly, right? And then it's also like guys that, you know, because you also, like, again, the women that are saying, don't approach me, the guys are, that's a really great point that you're bringing up, is that a lot of guys, whenever a girl says no, now a guy treats it like it's a debate, right? He's like, oh, why not? Like, well, what if I do this? What if I pay you? What if I do this or that? You know, do you have a boyfriend? Like, why not? And so he's like trying to convince her. And so then you have like another element of uncomfortability that happens. And so I think that's, yeah, I'll pay you. Well, no, I'm being serious. No, really. Yeah, just walk away after the no. Yeah, but a lot of guys don't do that. That's the issue. You could ask politely, though. I think that most women are probably not going to be put off by guys that are asking politely, even if they're weird-looking guys. But the problem is that you're throwing the, like, that is, if you have 10 interactions and one of them is bad, that one bad interaction will outweigh the 9 good ones. Because the interaction that is bad is so fucking bad that it makes people, like, uncomfortable and they think about it for years. Yeah, it doesn't work at all. Yeah, and so that's really it. What the saying is matters a lot. Yeah. There's some weirdo people out there. Yeah, the bad one poisons the well. Yeah, I think so too. And women should just go back to pair bonding through knowing the same people. Yeah, we should go back to arranged marriages. I think that'd be a good idea. Yeah, that way you don't have to worry about, like, you don't have to worry about getting a girlfriend. Like, bro, like, just, you know, your parents can just set that up. You don't have to worry about this. You don't have to think about it at all. Yeah, we'll just go back to arranged marriages. And that way all of this, like, problem solving and thinking and everything like that, yeah, just bring those back. Everything's totally okay, all right? And honestly, not the worst. Yeah, I mean, hey, it solves some problems, doesn't it? Yeah, government assigned girlfriends. Yeah, well, that's going to be whenever JD Vance becomes president. We're gonna get that. And so yeah, government mandated girlfriends. Yeah, more time for video games. Yeah, exactly. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to worry about it. It just kind of happens on its own.
Get the old
A person
mandated.
made a video. Somebody linked this to me. Why Asmongold quit WoW and will never return.
World of Warcraft isn't just a game. It's where we grew up, a second home. It's where a lot of us made our first online friends. And for years and years on end, the face of this world has been Asmongold. I remember watching him in Legion when I was 14 years old, trying to get the Mage Tower done. Or the countless amounts of transport competitions where he probably gave some middle-aged dad new insecurities about his in-game wardrobe and fashion sense.
Hopefully.
Or when he played Classic in 2019
I
and
remember
fell
this.
asleep after he got thrown into the queue for the 50th
That
time
was
in a row.
so
He
annoying.
also was the guy brave enough to clown on Blizzard. But in late 2022, all the way into 2024, something changed. The streams got fewer and the enthusiasm faded.
It's not like I don't feel like that's kind of sad.
That is sad.
Trade me. I don't feel like anything. I just don't want to do another raid tier again. Like it's not fun for me to do, and I just don't want to do it.
But ever since he left,
Sounds about right.
That's pretty much about it.
the scene, it has been awfully quiet since. There are definitely some newcomers rising to the top right now, doing amazing content, but there hasn't been anyone who was able to fill that void of content that he was creating. And
Well, the difference is that, like, whenever I was streaming WoW, like, I was streaming it to, like, 20 to 30 to, like, 50,000 viewers, right? There were a lot of people that would watch the WoW content. And no other WoW content creator even came close to that. And to this day, it's not coming close to that. And the reason why is that, like, I mean, there are a lot of reasons why that is the case. But I think that one reason is that, number one, it's hard to do. I put a lot of work into it. And most people that are popular playing World of Warcraft are popular because they're very good at it. I ended up, like, I was okay at the game. Like, I would say I was above average, sure. But, like, I was never, like, this super amazing good player. And the reason why is because I never thought it would matter. Like, I saw people that were the best players in the world getting 100 viewers. Well, if that's a good way to get viewers, apparently it's not. So, yeah. So we're judging games performance based on YouTube and stream metrics? Yeah, absolutely. I think that if there's a video game and its metrics go down massively, and, like, the amount of people watching and consuming content for the game go down massively, it probably indicates that the game's popularity is declining as well. I would assume that interest in a game would indicate interest in a game. Absolutely.
whether you like him or not, anyone who has at least one half of a brain cell can admit that the content he created was awesome and fun to watch.
Here's the difference.
I tried to.
I'm talking about streaming on Twitch.
I tried to.
And I'm a world first raider in that, and you're in LFR. That's why I've streamed WoW better than anybody had. That's why I get way more viewers than anybody else. It's because the other people that stream the game are fucking boring. That's why even when I'm right. I'm right. They're boring. They're boring. They don't do things that are interesting. Yeah, they're just boring. Whenever they go to play other games, everybody leaves because nobody wants to watch them.
If everything was going so well for him, why did Asmongold quit WoW? And why is he saying that he may never
the
come
game
back?
got
In
boring.
this video, we're diving into why he walked away, what pushed him out, why he thinks WoW is broken, and whether or not there's any
You're looking at it. What the fuck is going on here?
Yo, what you're
There's
telling
a
me?
certain point where, like, there's so much in the game. There are so many things happening in the game. It's overwhelming. I don't want to deal with this. It's just a mess.
chance he ever comes back. Let's get into it. On
Remember-
July 1st of 2023,
I remember your mental breakdown whenever you first started Variety. I think you're going to have to be more specific than that. There was more than one.
he said this after spending some time doing basically nothing in the game.
Of
With
course.
WoW, like I've kind of just been taking a break, honestly. And it's not like I hate WoW. Like I don't want anybody thinking I hate WoW. Like I don't hate WoW. It's just that I just haven't really felt like playing the game. Like,
Yeah.
it's just not. It's like not really a reason to do it.
He's not angry. He's not rage quitting. He just looks like he's done. For someone who's spent thousands of hours in Azeroth, every expansion stuff.
37,000 hours in the game. Somewhere around there. 37,000 hours. I played the fuck out of WoW. I played WoW more than any. I probably played WoW more than every other game put together.
Damn.
Doesn't feel the same. You level up, grind your item level to the top, a new patch comes out, and you do it all over
Damn.
again. Asmongold explained that the new content doesn't excite him anymore because he feels like he's done it before. The nostalgia has worn off, and when the excitement for a game you played for so many years fades, nothing's left to keep you here. But this isn't his only issue with the game. Asmongold
Just because they don't add anything.
Another component to this too, which is the complexity of the game is now overwhelming for me. And
They
because I'm
over-added
doing
it.
other things, like whenever I was playing WoW all the time, like, you know, in Mists of Pandaria, or like, I mean, really from like vanilla WoW into like Shadowlands, I was playing the game full time more than 40 hours a week, right? Like I was in that shit. And so it's so time consuming. And when I move away and I'm not playing it all the time, I'm doing other stuff, that amount of investment that I can put into the game is now minimized. I'm not able to do that as much as I used to. The Maw killed me? Yeah, exactly. And so I lived it. Yeah, you don't have time. Like, and so now, like, I go back and I want to play the game again, and there are all these complexities.
Just too
There's
much.
all this stuff, like everything. It's a whole lot.
Outspoken
They need to
about Blizzard's
simplify
design
that.
choices for years.
Yeah.
From endless grind systems to time-gated rewards to expansions that feel like reskins with even more bloat, and to new store mounts being added to the game every few months.
Blizzard was waiting on me to like get banned or like stop streaming or something,
this
so
about the
they
mount?
could release
I
that
remember this.
$90 mount. Like they're sitting there waiting. They're like, "All right, he's gone. Get it. Put it out now."
Look at
Because
this.
you've seen me also. Like, there's been a growing level of fatigue that I've had from all online games. Like,
Yeah.
I stopped playing Lost Ark. I stopped playing New World. I stopped
I
playing.
stopped playing
Marvel
New World as
Rivals.
well
I
for a little
stopped
bit.
playing like any of these like ongoing live service games. The only one that I play intermittently right now is Wuthering Waves. Like I haven't really played PoE that much recently. Like the last time I played PoE was during the new league. During the PoE 2 release. Other than that, I haven't really played the game at all. And the reason why is that I just haven't really felt the motivation to. And I feel like playing those games, you're always kind of just rearranging furniture on the Titanic. You're always you're going to learn, and then you're going to stop playing, and then all of that knowledge is into the void. It's exhausting? Yeah. Blizzard is now selling a $90 Warcraft mount. How did this
His
Dang.
main gripe with the game for a very long time was that it felt like a chore. He stated that Blizzard makes you do a bunch of shit you don't want to do just to do the thing you do want to do. They make you do 30 hours of boring shit to do the 5 hours of fun. And
I think that they have improved this overall in the game. Like this is better, at least from my understanding. I haven't really played a whole lot. It feels like this has been something they've improved on since Dragonflight. Because like if you compare how bad it was in like really like Legion, BFA, and Shadowlands, those were the sweatshop expansions, right? That was when you had to spend all of your time playing the game, and if you weren't constantly farming, you were getting behind. Nowadays, that's not really the case as much anymore because you have more caps and like they're easier to achieve like goals. But I think also those goals just keep receding over and over, and constantly trying to like you get to level 15 in Mythic Plus, and then a new patch comes out and you have to get to level 15 in Mythic Plus again. How long can you do that? Really? God damn.
that for many players is exhausting and simply
I mean,
not a
after
fun
the
time.
first, second time,
Even
you're
though
done.
Blizzard got better with
There's a whole
removing the
lot.
forced gameplay, it still has its moments. I, for example,
Yeah.
simply don't enjoy raiding, but I love Mythic Plus. I don't like the fact that one person can mess up and ruin the whole run for 29 other players, but I have to do it if I want to get my tier set in the first weeks of a patch, where the game is objectively the most fun to play. If you want to solely play Mythic Plus, you shouldn't be forced to raid, just to get your tier items in a reasonable amount of time. What about classic?
I don't even really have a problem with that all that much. I don't even think that's really the issue. I think for me, I don't really enjoy raiding. I don't enjoy Mythic Plus, and I don't enjoy PvP. So none of the mechanics and none of the functions that the game like has as end-game activities are appealing to me. I don't like any of them. Like I just don't find them to be fun. And do delves. But like, why would I do delves if I could play a roguelite game that's way better? Like, why would I just keep trying to play this like weird contrived version of this video game that I've been playing for a long time when I could focus on playing something else that is designed for it? And like, a lot of you guys might not remember this, but back in Cataclysm, I had about like maybe 30% of my friends quit in Cataclysm because League of Legends got popular and Dota got popular. And many of them, there were PvPers and they just played WoW to PvP. As soon as another game came out that you could play and do PvP in, well, they all just moved straight over to that. What game style are you into right now? I don't even really know. I'd have to think about it. Even the highest level delves aren't challenging. They're just time consuming. I don't do it anymore because I enjoy it. There's probably another component down the road. Well, I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of reasons.
Wow, though. That was Asmongold's home turf, right? Although true,
classic.
even there, he's uninterested. When Burning Crusade came out back in 2021, he played a bit, but quit quickly after. And fans begged him to return, and all he did was respond with this.
Let me tell you guys why I'm not playing TBC Classic. It's because I did. I did back in 2008. And it was fucking glorious. It was amazing. It was glorious. It was the best thing that I ever had. And I think back and it's like, oh, well, the reason why also, here's another reason, is that I don't want to do a raid where I tell people to go left and then they go right. I just don't want to do it. Like, whenever I see, like, whenever I realize that I just wasted 15 minutes because somebody didn't do the thing the right way, like, that can only happen to me a handful of times before I just think to myself, ah, geez, dude, look at the time. I gotta go. And so that's really what happened for me every single time with every game. Like, with Classic WoW, that's what, with TBC, that's what happened. With Wrath, that's what happened. With Final Fantasy, to a lesser degree, that's what happened. Not really as much, though. In general, like, when I just felt like my time was being wasted constantly by playing with other people, I just stopped doing it. And then also, like, if I wanted to play at a level to where I didn't have those bad people in the game, that would mean that I would have to commit my time to raiding. And I don't want to commit my time to raiding anymore because I would just rather... I value my time more than I value my gear. It's pretty simple. Want to play TBC again. It's like there's a part of me that wants to raid again, but like, you know why I don't really care as much? It's because like I feel like there's not like a permanence to it. It's like just this. It's like the reason why I never played on private servers in a way. Because like you play on a server and then the patch comes out and it's gone. It's gone. It's gone so fast. Like you've got to remember, like TBC came out less than a year ago, and we're gonna get Sunwell. Like it's an entire year, and we've already got Sunwell out. We're gonna have Wrath of the Lich King soon, and then that's gonna happen too.
And that's it. If Blizzard re-releases the same game over and over and over again with no real innovation or change, it gets old very fast, even for the biggest fans. I personally loved the first iteration of Classic back in 2019.
Yeah, it was really fun.
And played up until Wrath of the Lich King. And that's because I never experienced vanilla and didn't understand what's going on when I played TBC back then, because I was 7 years old and basically dumb as fuck. So it was very fresh and a new experience for me. But watching them re-release the same game again with the anniversary servers just doesn't spark any interest whatsoever. Why would I do all of that again? At this point, I feel like they are trying to make as much out of the Classic players as possible until they wake up and realize that they are in an endless loop of re-releases. And the more iterations of Classic we get, the more I agree with J. Allen Brack.
You think you do, but you don't.
But back to Asmon.
I disagree. I think the reality is that I loved being able to, what do you call it? I loved being able to do that. I loved playing a Classic WoW. I thought it was amazing. But the thing is that just because you liked it once doesn't mean that you like it every single time and you want to do it forever. That's a pretty big difference, you know? What would happen, would have to happen for you to go back? I don't know. I think my life would have to change. Yeah, that's really what it is. more than anything, that's really what's going on. You do a follow-up, check out Project Epoch, Classic Plus server. No, that's it's a private server. I have no interest in private servers for any reason. Just any private server is an automatic no for me.
WoW was never a casual hobby for him. It was a part of his identity and his career. And seeing a player like him lose interest and get overwhelmed by the game is surprising but understandable.
I mean, I want him to come up with a new season of Mastery. I want him to come up with a new season of Mastery. I feel like there's just too many... and the game's too hard. It's just too hard now. There's too much going on. Like, I know this might sound like a bad player take, but like, in a way, I have become a worse player because I don't play the game all the time. Like, I don't want to have to be constantly locked in and having like 6 different add-ons and knowing every single spell that's happening in Mythic Plus. Like, the amount of investment that I have to put into the game just isn't worth it. It's hard in an exhausting kind of way. Yeah, do you remember how many times I would say, like, guys, we're going to do Mythic Plus today? And then I would do one Mythic Plus dungeon, and I would just be so tired, I would just quit playing, and I would just run around Stormwind and start talking. It's because the game, to me, was just mentally exhausting to play. So you want to play pirate servers even if they radically change the game? No. Why would I do that? I could play 50 other fucking games. Like, no, I'm not interested in playing some contrived, weird version of the game. So many of these mounts, like, what the fuck, these things, like, if I went and I farmed all these out, it probably wouldn't be that hard to do. It's just that it's bloated. Yeah, it's just very bloated. Yeah, there's all this stuff. Like, you go and you do, like, a raid, and there's, like, so many things you have to know. They're so hard, they're not fun. I mean, there it is. It's just, it's too complicated, man. Like, the game is, and I don't know if this is a boomer take or not, but I think the game is way too complicated, way too fast, way too over-designed, and it's just not super enjoyable to play. It's just too much, bro. Like, this shit's just too fucking much. Like, you go watch a Mythic Plus stream, what the fuck is going on? It's sensory overload. Oh my god.
What is he doing now instead? I lost track of him once he stopped putting out WoW content, so I had to do some research. Besides being involved in some random hate threats and drama on X every now and then, he primarily focuses on reacting to videos. Mainly political stuff, which I'm not that into, but it works for him. And he looks like he's having way more fun than just running Mogushan Palace over and over again for a purple sword. But will he ever come back again? Maybe. He's left the door open.
I will probably come back and play WoW again at some point, but I will probably never play WoW again the same way that I used to. Because that was a period of time in my life, and I am not 18 again. Like, if I could go back in time and tell myself at 21 years old that, you know, like, oh, this is what happened, this is what's going to happen, I wouldn't change anything. I wouldn't go back and tell myself, don't play WoW, it's going to ruin your life. I wouldn't say that ever. But at the same time, it doesn't mean I want to do it again.
And said he would return if an expansion actually excited him, but the way he describes his needs and wants from the game and the actual way the game is going, I'm doubting he will ever come back.
Let's be honest, this isn't really why I stopped playing retail WoW, but I'll say that it's one of the reasons, like, in general, it's one of the problems that I've had with the game is that, like, I want a game that is a masculine, aggressive game. It doesn't cover any of the... this part? Yeah, this is never coming back. Yeah, no, yeah, this is done. I don't like the identity of WoW anymore. I don't like the culture of WoW anymore. And it's weird and cringe. What if you weren't a big streamer? Would you say you regretted it? No, because I had fun doing it. Why would I regret something that I enjoyed? Like, that doesn't even make sense. Of course not. These social issues, and if it does, it's in like a mature way. I want a game with big sweaty men killing each other and dying for honor, tradition, glory, and their oath to their country and to their faction and to their allegiance to their king.
But he did recently state that he may come back for Classic Plus if done right.
Yep. I don't really play the game anymore because I don't really feel like there's anything for me to do in the game that's fulfilling. Now, I might change my mind in the future and feel differently about it, but right now I don't really see any form of motivation for me to play WoW. I just don't want to do it. Would you play Classic Plus? Probably, yeah. I'm just trying to do what I feel like doing, and that's it.
So yeah, he will probably never come back. So while it might be sad to see him step away from being the face of WoW,
Well, it's also that, I mean, and I want you guys to see, like, you look at how popular RuneScape is and how all the streamers immediately left WoW. The feeling that I have, a lot of other WoW streamers have the exact feeling that I have, but they can't capitalize on it because their audiences won't watch them make other content. A lot of people that are, this is the issue, is that people that are popular because they're good at one video game, whenever they move to play another video game, well, why would somebody watch them play that video game? They're not good at that game. And if people are watching you because you're good at a game and you stop playing the game that you're good at, why would anybody watch you? So a lot of these people, and this is what's happened with many people, right? Peekaboo did it? No, and I think that's what's happened with some of them. But again, a lot of the other ones try and fail. And that's it.
maybe it was time. As someone once said,
"No king rules forever, my son."
But what do you think? Is there ever a world where we might see Asmongold bring back a transfer competition, or is he gone for good? I'm excited on your guys' opinion. And if you enjoyed this video, let me know by liking this video and subscribe to my channel for more WoW related content, and I will see you guys on the next one.
There's a really interesting...
Isn't...
Would I go back and play WoW again? I mean, like, there was a lot of really good times.
They would really have to update
I
it.
mean, I'm just not really, I'm not really feeling it, man. I'm just not. And you'll be back? Yeah. And I don't like making commitments. If the conclusion of the video isn't he realized after streaming Giant try to make more money doing React content, it's a waste of 9 minutes. Well, it's more than that. It's that I realized I could do more content besides just playing one video game and being locked into that one video game. I don't think people might realize how kind of constraining it is for a streamer. And like, this is a streamer problem, so like nobody really cares, but I'll just explain it to you. Is that whenever, I'll link you guys the video too, by the way. I appreciate the video, and I you know, it's crazy that this is even a conversation point, you know? It really is. Variety is the spice of life. Yeah, there it is. There's the video. Make sure to give it a like. The guy's nice. Is it burnout? I think it's just apathy more than anything else, right? And so, and I just wanted to move on and do other stuff. Go back to your routes, play, go back to your roots, play all the Halo games with your friends. I don't know about that. A lot of streamers find it impossible to do something different. Yeah, because they can't. Like, how many streamers that are WoW streamers do you know that went from getting, like, let's say 1,000 viewers playing WoW, and they play another game and they get less than 100? And the reason why is that they have boring personalities and nobody wants to watch them. And the only reason why they're popular is because they're good at that one individual video game. And so the moment that they stop playing that game, they're not going to be instantly good at every other video game, obviously. And so there's no reason for them to do that. So they're stuck inside of WoW. They can't move out of WoW. And so I think that's another big reason why. What about Shroud? I mean, what do you mean? What are you talking about Shroud for? Like, I'm talking about WoW. Like, the Shroud's not a WoW streamer. He's played WoW before, but like, he's always played WoW, but like, that's not what I'm talking about. And so, yeah, that's it. And Ongbal likes to different. Well, Ongbal, like, he does YouTube videos, right? I mean, it's a very different situation, right? It's not an MMO anymore. It's a seasonal ARPG. Yeah, definitely. Nobody cares anymore. That's it. This is either the 4th or 5th time that he quit WoW. That is not true. That is not true at all. I've taken breaks from the game that have been like maybe a few weeks, but actually quitting the game and not playing at all, like, I have never stopped playing the game for this long of a period of time, and I haven't even stopped playing the game for 10% of this long of a period of time. Like, yeah, you quit hardcore twice? Well, no, I'm saying, like, about this, right? Yeah, you never quit. And also, yeah, I might go back and play it again, but that's it. I figured out that beginner interaction content takes less effort, gives more gains. That's all he does. People grow out of that shit. I've always found it to be weird that some commenters think that it takes more skill and it's more difficult to play a video game than it is to watch a YouTube video. I don't know. Like, this has always been like this weird Twitch delusion that people have. Like, playing a video game is somehow harder work than just simply looking at a video. I'm gonna tell you guys the truth. They're both really fucking easy, okay? And if you want my honest opinion, I think playing a video game and streaming is easier than watching videos and streaming. And I'll tell you why. It's because when I'm watching videos and streaming, I have to actively be thinking about what I'm doing. Now, I think that a lot of people compare it to the way that they watch YouTube videos. But if you're reacting to a video and you're trying to actually make it entertaining and compelling to people, you have to actually be locked in and paying attention to what you're doing. And so, yeah, games, both are leisure activities. Yeah, and also both of these are just, they're both just for fun, right? I mean, that's it.
True.
And so a few days ago, he's going to play Midnight on release. That's true. His mom no longer plays. Easy hot take that no one stated.
Deciding what game I want to play.
He's kind of right. I do think having my mom, like, not play WoW anymore and, like, her, like, passing away, like, that was definitely... That was, like, a connection I had to the game. And, you know, I would see her on and, you know, we'd play together and that's not the case anymore. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really it. Yeah, no, he's right. Yeah, no, it's definitely like, I mean, because I had so many good memories and so much nostalgia for that. Yeah, I mean, straight up. Like, I mean, I'll tell you that's what it is. I bet when Midnight comes out, he'll be playing it again. Yeah, I'll play Midnight for sure. Yeah, I mean, it's a new game release. I mean, I play all new game releases, or as many of them as I can. So yeah, it feels great not getting baited into their expansions anymore. Don't care if he never returns. He's just one of many. That's true, but it's undeniable that the amount of content that I made for Retail WoW eclipsed any other streamer. Like, I was 10x any other streamer, probably more than that, any other streamer in the game, besides obviously when Chance or Mitch would play. But besides that, I mean, nobody else even came remotely close. And the reason why, I'll tell you the reason why, it's because they're boring. They're boring. Like, they're boring, and they would just, like, they thought that the content was being good at the game. And that's not how I ever saw it. They keep removing only rewards from previous season that people cared about? Yeah, I don't know. And do you think game companies realize how valuable that is, especially whenever you stop? Well, I mean, having a player stop playing the game, I think having streamers play the game does matter a lot. And also, if anybody thinks that streamers don't matter to a video game, if streamers don't matter to the video game, then why are companies paying streamers millions of dollars to play the video game?
Bro.
That seems confusing. Why would you pay so much money for something that didn't even matter? That seems very silly. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't know you're watching. It's best form of advertising, to be honest. I mean, yeah, definitely. Of course it is. You're assaulting those companies, but you're assuming those companies are smart. They are smart. And also, like, as somebody who's been behind both sides of this, having streamers play video games absolutely brings attention to the game, and it is a benefit. I mean, companies have been doing this for 10 years now, right? I mean, do we really think that they don't have any data on this? They don't have any idea of, like, whether this is valuable or not? Of course they do. That's why they're doing it. They're investing tens, hundreds of millions of dollars into this over a decade, and you think they have no idea whether they're getting an investment return or not? Come on, obviously they are. So yeah, did it work for Shadows?
Oh, they're banking.
No, not always, but it maybe helped. And so yeah, do you feel like a traditional MMO skill bloat is too much? I just prefer, right now, I prefer playing single-player games and small one-off games. And I think that's also what my viewers prefer, too. And like, streaming is, like, one element of it. But, like, what do I do on my free time? Am I playing these games even on my free time? The answer is absolutely not. Because, like, in order to play an MMO and to be proficient in the MMO,
you gotta play it a lot
all the time. And I don't want to commit my time to that anymore. When your brain gets seared with a jarring event like Death of Level and you get associated to them, it's no longer enjoyable. Well, I don't know about that. I mean, it's not that heavy, but in a general sense, that's the way I feel about it, right? And so, yeah, I mean, that's the reason why. So are you going to play Midnight? Yeah, I'll try it out for new content for sure. And anyway, streamers, he's just a normal player, nothing special, and nothing was lost. A lot of people, and this is also another issue that I think WoW players have. WoW players think that streamers don't matter. Streamers absolutely matter. Why do you think Blizzard went out of their way to do all those things for OnlyFans? Why do you think Blizzard is paying people to play their games? The reason why is because streamers have a massive influence and they can create a huge impact on a game. And nobody wants to admit that. A lot of people don't like to admit that because maybe it makes them feel like stupid, or it makes them feel like, oh, well, it's unfair. But it's absolutely true. Yeah, it's 100% true. Yeah, courting a particular crowd. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
This guy, this was nuts. He was getting like real life threats
think-
for trying to call out bots. A person made a video.
I think I figured out what game I want to run. Get it. Do up some background music for y'all. Hold up. Wait a minute. My music at. Do that smooth jams. Where this game is. A lot of games here. Not even there. Huh. Download. It's gotta be. There it is. Alright, I've been getting into Diablo. It was kind of falling off. I don't know. I want to try this again. This Path of Exile got extremely freaking hard. Where's the US flag? What the fuck is this? English. I ain't American. Level 3. See if this game holds up. Need to heal up. Fuck it.
He's trouble, he is. But I reckon it's the harmless kind.
Not a fucking thing.
What have we got?
Yeah, I gotta change my controller. Hold up. Alright. Controls are set up. What button's the party finder? J is social, whatever. Okay. Let's go. Hold on. Big boss. Go. Test out my moves here.
You don't stand a chance. Whipping up a storm.
Okay. This is the mate. This is way better. Yeah, this is good. No shot. Hmm.
There's our target. Strike fast.
No shot.
You fought well. I see you still got the knack for this.
The Eye of the Star.
I can block too. See that block? Bro. Bro. That was sick.
Not even the trees have scared this rock.
Fuck.
Wind's fury.
Oh my gosh. If this homeboy gets me, this is gonna be crazy. gonna stand the fuck back here. Fuck that. I came in clutch right there. Damn. GG.
You're mine.
Doing good. See, this game's sweet. Uh-oh, perfect block? Fuck you. suck anyway. Oh, why you get the item? Love the tornado. Bozo! Fuck yeah! Bozo. Yo, do I got flame? Tornadoes? Fire Nado. Come on, I want the Fire Nado. Fire Nado, Fire Nado, Fire Nado. Do it, do it.
Whatever. Push on.
Spirit still watches. Let it bear witness.
You wanted redemption. Here's your chance.
Bring it on.
Come on now. Let's end this. You wanted redemption. Here's your chance.
Button down the hatches.
You wanted redemption. Here's your chance. See now, these wisps keep your wits about you.
Heck yeah. Now looking at builds, I like this. Why are my tornadoes not catching fire? I wonder. The guy where he killed.
Batten down the hatches.
I really like this character now. I was getting cooked at first. I just needed a good team. Pro boss.
The wind howls. Take this. I'll not make the journey home like that.
It's down here, boys.
Wind's fury. I'm bent double as is.
Waypoint.
Aye. Yet
What
lives.
happened here?
The pile.
This shade, is it still alive? Perhaps it can give us the answers we seek. Only the Count's sword has the power to bind souls to the tree like this. To release that, there is a battlefield not far from here that runs when you will know. I'll wait here. The old magics will protect.
By decree of the Count of Ogum, those
Being
condemned to
left
hang from these
behind.
branches are to be left until their hearts no longer beat, their lungs no longer fill with air, and their flesh is no longer warm. In death, you are not forgiven. Your souls will remain trapped here by this ancient moor of maligned wood, and the grove will be forever denied you. Rot here in the Grellwood for all time, and good riddance.
Oh, now he went offline? Red Veil's right here. Look at that.
This place bears the wounds of war. You should have stayed buried. Weapon of a storm. I've enough in my pack already.
Almost like I'm not getting any XP.
For folk who have already died, they've fought well enough. The wind howls.
Damn.
Pack's full.
Hello. I like to hold on to bits and pieces. Any that catch your eye? It's beautiful. I accept. I will treasure it.
Over there. Bound to be runes in that pile.
Like it's over here.
Let your blade fall where it will. Your fight's done now.
Oh man, I gotta go all the way around.
Reckon that's the last of them.
Alright, where the heck is this entrance? Dag nabbit. So it says travel here. What?
I see you've already found relics with the Renly will know. Find more runes.
Over there. Bound to be runes in that pile.
Oh, no shot. What I gotta do? All right.
Spirits in the trees be... Oh, none of it's junk. Trust me. Not bad. Not bad. See you.
Twister conjures a small tornado that travels forward, damaging and blinding enemies. If a Twister is inside a whirlwind, it will create more Twisters with more damage. Whirling slash hits enemies and create... Twister.
curious spikes, but I would ask what you need these for. Take a look. If you find a pint out there, don't bring it back.
I don't get ran down.
Don't worry. The tree itself will not be harmed. What are you waiting for?
Wait in the smoke.
You have them. Bye. My bad. Try and get this boss done, did with. Good. Now the others.
Here's hoping I don't come to regret this.
He's unconscious, but he's breathing.
Now what?
There's a time and a place for violence.
Violent.
The wound. It's only by a grim tangle. I like to hold on to bits and pieces. Oh, I like this one.
I heard you're heading for the... Stick to the cairns.
Into what? The entrance didn't say go in.
Some strange magic's taking hold of these roots.
The old magic still thrives. The way's open. Please, hurry.
Nothing like
Please,
a spot of
hurry.
song to chase away the gloom.
Join chat. Yo.
Yo, hold on, I'm gonna use the bathroom quick.
Okay. Take a dump.
Whipping up a storm!
Pretty strong now. Holy shit.
The hunt is on!
My defense is trash. There we go. I'll help. Oh, there we go. I took it right away.
Bound to be ruins in that pile. Storm's coming!
Fucking cocksucker! Oh well, I couldn't do it anymore. Fucker blocked me to my death after I saved this bitch. He did.
Sorry, I was just elsewhere. Please, take your time. Oh, I like this one. I will treasure it.
Need lightning spear.
Bring it on.
They don't even know. Wow.
Man or beast? What are you?
Here we go.
That buck I sent for it.
Cole's to hire me Uncle Tark and his afterwards.
Oh, no shot.
Reckon it's time to put this draven to bed. Wind's fury!
Yeah, I'll take that. There we go. Damn, I got it down.
Your soul will join my steeple of death. Cut down. Our meaningless life ends now. The spirit's hunger. Cut down. My beloved Asinia, rend your soul. Rend your soul. These spirits are mine. You cannot stop me. Asinia,
Damn.
join me. You will have eternity to regret your intrusion here. Rend your soul. Meaningless life ends now. My beloved Asinia.
I'm fucking going after my fucking feet.
We as Mary are
I'm playing
all
this for a
still
second. Man, we don't have to go right away. It's not even 5 o'clock yet. Isn't it? No, you still there?
No. The wife giving you
Yeah.
shit.
No, I had to go take my daughter down to my mom's.
You got time.
I was
right?
just collecting. I was just collecting material. I was getting tin ore because I needed it.
Yeah, you need to. Need to catch up. Get all your stuff built. I got one more boss
I'm
to
working
beat
on.
and then I'll hop on.
Well, I
And
might
you'll
hop on
be
later. I might
you're
hop on
hopping
later
off.
tonight to do that. Not right now, not like right at the moment, but here shortly, because we have to run my daughter. We have to run Aubrey down to my mom's. She's staying over at my mom's tonight. And... What?
Not sure
Watch you take that.
but cheers.
Thing.
I guess you can watch.
Bye then.
Sorry,
I'm using
these
my.
are just some odds and ends of mine.
Here, look. This one.
Alright.
One.
My goal is to get 1,000 tin ore. Right now I'm at 800.
There you
So
go.
without, because I want to build my electric stove and I need it. To build the electric stove. That's how you make the steel ignet. You make it out of copper and tin ore.
Okay. I think I have steel.
Another for my collection. Thank you.
You probably picked it up.
Well, I did a lot of farming previously.
Oh my god.
Another for my collection. Thank you.
See that? Zombies?
I'm doing a shit ton of fucking
Come on, sit down.
farming right now. Aubrey, no, 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 no.
I don't know how.
Bell.
Oh no, I gotta see my people.
No, leave him go. I was just in there. Aubrey.
Ain't got the brains for that.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, you know.
Except.
Right. Hey, weird question. I heard some strange noises coming from your shed last night.
Yes. My mom said yes.
I didn't hear any. Yeah, just like
Bingo.
that. It's exactly like that. A raccoon got into my shed. I trapped it last night. Sounds like a wreck. Oh, a raccoon expert now, Stefan? No.
Officially has
Since you're
for
not, I'm just
1,010
gonna
of them.
build
It's
here.
open!
Well, good luck with that. That was... Oh, and I didn't expect it to be fixed. Yeah,
Back to my house.
I had to get out of the house.
We gotta move our houses again.
Matt, and you have to promise not to...
Down the broken delta.
Sure. Alright, what's going on? My mom, she's not dead. I know how it sounds.
My dearest.
Wind
Listen,
Fury!
Good luck.
not yourself, as a... Dude,
Your
what?
death
Not joking.
shall be
I saw her.
avenged.
She tried to attack me.
How do I
Even
make
if
the
it
thing
takes
really
1,000 years.
How do you make that though? The steel.
But I'm
What?
not
Does it automatically already make it?
now. I need your help.
How do you craft the steel ignis?
Smelter.
You know what? I probably don't have it unlocked.
Mom is alive. Matt will help me find something else. Find it.
Forget that.
Saw you. Look, Doc.
Where the fuck is that?
You'll leave.
Damn, I missed it.
Lab. DX.
Now I got it.
No, of course not. Gone. Sorry.
Time this tomb earned its name and kept the
I had no one else
praetor's
to
wife
turn to.
good and buried.
Trust. Help. Got your call. Connor, okay? Kevin, there's something. Okay. Why are you acting weird? What are we here? Out, okay? The heck? Oh, what's that? Mom.
Stupid ass Tillmanian iron. What?
That's not Mom. That's a monster. Not a monster. It's trying to attack us.
Fuck out of here. Fuck. I thought. No, that's stupid. What? How do I combine? Wow. Wow. I just did all that.
There we go. There's the key I need.
How do I get up there? We gotta go to Iron River. How do I wonder if I can do it with the... Find out. Where's Iron?
I still can't go in? Oh, it really glitched me. Not like that.
That's not iron, that's copper. I think, yeah. don't know if I'm gonna find iron. I forget what it looks like in this game.
You make iron? Or yeah, you...
No, you have to mine it. You have to mine iron, and then that's how you get the steel ingots. But it told me online you could use copper and something else, copper and tin ore to make it. But I don't know.
Copper and
It didn't
tin,
work.
yeah.
It didn't work. I don't know how to do it.
Take it to the smelter.
It didn't. No, it won't even pop up. It won't let me do it.
Did you unlock it?
I think I just found some iron anyway.
You unlock it in your tier slot?
Fuck. Yeah, I did. What the fuck? What do I need to mine iron? Fucking crude pickaxe? Stupid. It's one thing I fucking hate about this game is the way they make it so impossible to do everything.
I said you gotta catch up first before I even hop on. Part your way behind.
I'm not that behind. I'm just behind on... I'm trying to get something for the house. I'm not that... That's all I'm trying to do.
You gotta get on
Trying
your
to
feet.
build... Trying to build something. But now I gotta figure out how to fucking...
Yes? Please, take your time. Oh, I like this one.
Oh, you know what? Steel pickaxe will fucking do. Fuck. Go back. I can't teleport now. Fucking cunt. Back. Stupid. Find a teleportation tower. Stop hitting! I'm not far to where I was.
I'm gonna get that potato I got.
Aubrey. You need to fucking relax. Stupid fuck. I need a steel pickaxe, and guess what? I can't build one. Because I need the next up fucking... Well, we'll do that then. Where's the work? Stupid as shit. Yes, I don't have the work. How do you make How do you make bronze and magnets? Do I have that in my furnace? Fuck. Fuck you.
You're with a
Come on.
drop of water.
Do what?
The hell?
Oh, bronze is fucking that. Okay.
Coming out of my AC. Fitting that much cold.
It's gonna be 8 minutes till I get brownie minutes. Alright. I need to go in. I need advanced workbench or the intermediate workbench.
Great. Can't wait back.
You know, when you get my foot. Come on. Don't.
Let's build one. Fucking 20. That figures. This way. Got the workbench. Now I can make a steel pickaxe, which I need. The Iron River. I want to get my fucking electric furnace because I'm tired of using charcoal. Fuck.
Rake
Game's
dashes to a
lagging.
target enemy. Fangs of Frost stabs and
Ah, but you need to
Lightning
relax.
Spear splits into Lightning Spear splits into many projectiles on impact and has a high chance to shock enemies, making
I'm gonna have to fix my bike here soon too. Again. Damn, there's a big tree right there.
Eating the piss out of it, that's why.
Hello? What? We're getting ready to leave. I think we used a lot of them this week because we didn't have any. I might be able to get some, I'll ask her.
Okay. Ask me.
Alright.
I know real stuff.
Alright.
She eat something?
No, she didn't eat yet, no.
I don't like having hot dogs. I'll just figure out something.
Yeah, we don't have really much anything up here either until I get paid, so. Alright. Alright, love you, bye. Oh, that's right. Do you eat eggs, Jesse?
No.
Oh, so you stay away from eggs, period.
Yeah, I don't eat nothing.
Oh, what is that? The fuck is this, dude? What? Stardust ore? Bro, they made a Stardust ore that you
The
can mine
ore.
in the Iron River. That Stardust machine, like the Stardust, you can, I don't know what it's for, but it's, you can mine it now. I just mined a whole fucking block of it.
Huh. That's weird. Hmm.
Found some iron. That's what I wanted.
No, it's there.
Hi. Did you just hit her? Let me hit you. Oh, there's pumpkins now? What?
What is that book doing up there? I think you gotta collect them. Going to. Maybe. There's no one? Oh my goodness. Why are you digging that, Daddy?
Because I'm getting it? Because I need it.
Where you build a house?
Wind's fury! You're mine!
With inside?
Aubrey, stop climbing on my fucking chair. Okay, well, you don't need to hang on me.
What is it?
Nothing.
I found that orange pumpkin thing upstairs. See that little thing? I'm not sure. A wild thing. Come on, come on.
Hey, Ob, stop.
You sensed it too, did you? Aye.
I don't need you in my ears. Enough. I know I see it. Fuck. Yeah, look, you wanna see? You're dead now.
Oh my god, where is it? The other one. Oh my god, there's coins.
Fucking wild boars.
Oh, there's another
Let's
one.
get a move on or else. That's the one. Put it down.
You gotta find the black thing.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I'm doing something.
Down. Don't let up.
Well, because you're being too much.
Down the hatches!
I'm trying to focus on. Hey! I'm trying to focus on something and you're freaking like in my ear telling me what to do. You don't even know how to play the game. I'm trying to show you, but you're being too much.
Come on now.
Dang,
Let's
dang.
end this. Strike through.
Come on!
Steel core.
When I get back on later, I guess when you get on after I get my daughter done, since my kid goes better on 8 o'clock. 8:30, probably. And I'll hop on.
8:30?
Yeah, I'll hop off a
Chance to
little bit.
recover.
I think we're gonna watch that, the new Happy Gilmore movie.
Oh yeah, I want to watch that shit too. That sounds like a good movie. I heard it was good.
Strike true.
I'm gonna try and anyways. Workbench. I just gotta wait for the steel ignits, and then I can build
Spirit
my
still calls.
electric furnace. And get rid of this fucking junk ass fucking
The spirit still calls.
fire furnace, so I'm gonna keep chopping trees down. Use the trees for something else.
If you got time, I could probably hop on quick. You can run that rift while it's quick if you want. Depends on how much time you got though.
Yeah, I don't know if I have that much. That's probably gonna take us a good. That next one's actually one of the ones that take forever.
It does take a minute.
Like
I
they're
remember. It's like the spider
the one-
thing, fog.
Yeah. Or jelly. Right now I'm sitting on one.
I've been itching for a good hunt.
You sweet.
Feisty, are we?
What's right here for
Storm's coming.
Knocked me down, you pussy.
I got wire now. A wire connected to my furnace. And now I can pretty much do anything.
Nice. I got my ass wrecked.
Delete or demolish. I don't want that wooden one anymore. Relocate this assembly bench. Put over here. This. In this corner. That way I don't gotta look at the ugly wire across my steps. Put it back here. Build more. Bad boys. Let me guess, you stubbed your toe? I got more bullets now. This sucks. I don't have enough bullets. Ow, I run out. Alright, well, I guess I gotta make a shit ton. Blah, 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 blah. Copper. SMG ammo. You know what? I want the rifle ammo over the SMG. We're gonna craft that bitch. I do need SMG ammo, so I need to craft copper ignits. You get more copper, cut them out. fucking AR rounds now. Do the rest in SMG ammo. Gunpowder.
That water's not super high. Move it down. Move it.
Bro. Traffic crazy.
Hey, kitty cat. You see him?
What is that? Cat?
Hmm?
Oh, I like kitty cat. Don't shock him anymore. Put him in the water. Put him in the water.
No, I'm not gonna put a fucking Aubrey.
Yes.
Cats don't like water. That's why your cat doesn't like you.
Push that right in. Get that kitty cat out their home.
Hop off here. I got everything I need now. Now I just gotta stock up on supplies.
Heck yeah.
And then when I get on later, we'll play and get shit done.
Rosetta has dedicated the vast majority of...
That's what it is. Get a shit ton of copper.
Post empty for several minutes. It's been decided that Duke Pharaoh will be confined for 5
Is this your house?
Are you in the game right now?
Yeah. I'm just making. I picked up a sniper. You might have got. Is that what you got too? Purple sniper? No, you get the purple assault. I got a purple sniper. 5 stars.
I think I can get that one though.
We might have picked it up together. Probably both have it.
No, I didn't pick.
Got the assault rifle probably instead.
Yeah, I didn't pick up the 5-star. No, I made that one. Because I already had the skin.
No, I made this as well. I just crafted.
Yeah, I don't
Came
have
with the
that
skin.
star. No, I don't have the star one. I have a different one. Or maybe it is star. I can't tell. Does it have like a dragon on the side of it? Like that? It's on my workbench.
I don't know.
That the one you have? Right there?
I can't see what's on your workbench.
Yeah, that's the one you have. Yeah, I could build that one. I don't have it though. Yeah, it's the same one.
Looked really good. I just got another 4-star assault right.
Oh, I gotta fix. That's another thing I gotta do. I have to repair.
What is that? A shooter gun?
Wait, what?
A shooter gun.
Hang on a second. What? Oh.
I don't know what it is, and
Since when did I have that gun?
We just got a bunch of shit last night.
No, this is the gun I had. Huh. This is the gun I had. Oh, I'm not. That's why. Okay. I had to be level 20. That's one of the guns that I saved. That I brought with me. Damn. I can't use it till I'm level 20. It's like a almost 500 gun without anything on it. Aubrey, you're gonna fucking learn. She's gonna bite you. Well, keep fucking with her. Yeah, see my weapon right now that I have is a level 422, but the gun that I have, or 422, yeah, level. But the assault rifle that I do have sitting here, that I brought over, it's a level 460 without anything on it. So that'll be like a 600 level gun.
Gotcha.
what?
I wish I fucking had that, cause no, it's gonna piss me off.
How'd you get that sweeping Pokemon? What's that guy do?
Picks up
With the
stuff.
broom?
Picks up rare stuff.
This guy generates divine power. That's cool.
Oh.
I can probably place more of these people up.
Get rid of shotgun. Anymore. I don't want that shotgun anymore. I want the crossbow.
Why not?
I don't have any copper.
I want that either. Alright, I gotta get a bunch of scraps to make that sniper. But I don't think that's the one I want. This one I want.
I'm trying it out. I'll let you know how it is. Back on. I'm just doing my inventory.
Grab some copper. I can build that other sniper. I like the other sniper, the 50 cal. That's the one I always had.
I couldn't tell you what kind of sniper it was. It's the SN 700.
Yeah, I like the other one more.
Increases 90% weak spot damage, though, for each defeat. Range plus 20 damage, stacks up to 5. Critical damage. 5. Let's do mad damage, so we'll see. They just let you switch the bat out for fucking another weapon.
Would be nice.
Like a pistol or some dumb shit.
Alright, so my main story realm of Nightmares says the next thing I have to do is defeat Rift Entity in the Mirage Monolith. I think that's what you
Same.
have to do too. Okay.
Yep. That guy's already going crazy. Guess I didn't sleep. Make sure to craft health things and stuff like that, and I can give you some anti-insane stuff.
What? Okay, I'll be out in a second. I wonder if they'd let you carry a pistol as a samurai sword.
I mean, you can carry a pistol, but you have to give up one of your guns. I just got a 5 or 6 star pistol. It's just as good as a sniper. I don't know.
I don't
I
have any
don't know.
sniper rounds. I made my sniper. I don't have any sniper rounds yet, but I got my sniper. I just gotta get the rounds for it.
I don't really know how good this gun's gonna really be. I hope it melts bosses. Copper.
Didn't mean to do that.
Yeah, once we get further into the game, we'll be able to make a fucking drill.
You don't know how? Just really ticklish right here. You go like that.
In a chainsaw? That would be so funny.
Oh, I really want. Sniper rifle ammo. I need way more than that, but I don't have enough to get it. Oh yeah. Bro, they made the scoping in this game better too. It used to be that good.
Yeah, it's decent. Oh, I lost all my water. What the heck?
Alright, I'm hopping off.
Alright.
I'll be back on in a little while. Alright.
Yep. I'll catch you later. Red straps. There we go. Get some boiled water. I will catch you guys in a little bit. Have a good one. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe for more. PowerXL Official is out. Y'all have a good one, and I'll see y'all in a little bit. Peace.